Hello, everyone. It's Stage 1. I'm Riley, and this is our Pathfinder campaign inside Alveus. Yeah! Woo! Yeah! Yeah! We've already done a single session before this one, and I'm going to recap that in just a moment. And we've also done individual sessions for each duo that's kind of in the game. So we're going to have everyone introduce themselves, and then we'll just get back right into the game. So if you want to start with Kevin, you want to introduce your character first?
I am Raw. I am a large, greenish half-orc, as I am covered with a cloak. You cannot see any of my hair or my face, because
Very mysterious.
I am mysterious
He's also edgy.
and edgy. My face
And
is a little intimidating, almost. I have to keep myself hidden. I'm also a barbarian, and I love to go into a rage. This is my pal Sadok.
Hi. I'm Sadok. I'm a half-orc as well, gray. Much smaller than my friend here, Bard. I'm good with the songs, the words, and the ladies. Not much of a fighter, but
He has his strengths.
thank you, friend. We can't talk out of character.
Ever. Not allowed. Not allowed.
Hi, I'm Luke, in case you don't know the real world
Why
name.
don't we just do out of so we can give our class, right?
If well, you can do it. Introduce how you'd like.
Okay.
But Nathra. That's his real name, not his D&D name, by the way.
Could be either.
Could be either.
That'd be sick, D&D. Pathfinder. Fuck.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Soren. I'm a Tengu. I'm black. I'm a black Tengu.
As most are.
As most are, yes, you're right. I'm a druid, and I'm very much in favor of everything natural.
Oh, natural, if
Oh,
you will.
natural.
Anything about your past you want to share, or just you're looking for something? Or no, you don't have to share that if you don't want.
I'll leave it as a surprise.
Can I just quickly clarify before we move on to Anna Maria? I don't know if I said I'm gray.
Yeah, you did.
Did I? Cool. Okay. Sorry.
Gray half-orc, green half-orc.
And now you stole my introduction of my own name from
Oh, fuck! Restart.
I'm Anna Maria, if you didn't miss Luke's statement.
Fucking Christ.
But,
You've messed it all up now.
Hello, I'm Marin Hawkins. I'm a sailor, of sorts. And I've got short cropped black hair, palish skin, brown and a green eye, and a red coat. It's pretty chill. It's a nice coat.
It's a red coat. Those dirty red coats.
It's a maroon coat. It's
Maroon.
not a red coat.
It's maroon.
We got a clear distinction there.
Yeah. Okay. So these are all the characters. Now, last session, you all met for the very first time in the White Owl Inn, a small tavern/inn in the central plaza of the city of Arquier, the port juggernaut of the country of Salbandik. All four of you, each individually, had strange, mysterious dreams where you were called, almost begged, to come to Arquier and solve some sort of problem. All of the dreams mentioned the name Veronica, some mysterious girl that you needed to find or save, or else all of Arquier would be in peril, be in danger. And last session, you all met at the tavern, and upon leaving the tavern, you found this gathering of people in front of the mayor, Idali's house. And Sadok, you specifically, kind of almost staged a communist revolution of sorts. And incited, but in doing so, you quelled the people's worries, and you went inside to talk to the mayor about their concerns, where you all met General Gemnis, the second hand to the leader of the country, and also kind of large, intimidating man. Learned that there was a sick man upstairs who had been attacked by someone in the outer ring. I think you know who. And you went on a kind of a bit of a wild goose chase to get him a cure. and accidentally ended up having him fall in love with Marin because of a love potion slip up.
Oy vey.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. You met Ranger, the asshole alchemist, and after dealing with that whole debacle, you went out into the outer ring of Arkier, back into the slums to look for Veronica, who Grawl and Sawdog, you saw her run off into the outer ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so last time you had met the drunken guy who introduced you to his friend Mersha, who had seen Veronica attack the guard in like a bout of panic and run off. And so now, leaving the bar that you had met Mersh at, you have a direction. You have a way to go. So you're heading northbound through the outskirts of the city. The soul in the sky has just begun to dim. It is now dark outside, approaching mid-dim. All the scary creatures that you can hear from the clusterwood far off in the distance, kind of making some noises, rearing their heads. And now you're off to your own devices to continue following this almost stale trail.
Before we begin, can I ask? I rested whilst everyone else was off at shenanigans.
You did.
Do I get
That was
my
a short rest.
Do I get my spells back?
You don't.
It was a long rest.
Was it a long rest?
We specifically waited it for a long rest.
How long was the rest?
It was a short rest.
It was a short rest.
Was it?
Yeah, it was only like an hour.
Yeah.
Long rest is like 8 hours.
A full 9 hours.
No.
9 hours. Okay.
No, it's like that was a
So
joke. That was
I
pretty cool.
I don't have my spells back. I have one spell.
Yes.
Cool. Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Is there really no poison? No. Sorry.
Everyone smells.
okay. So we're moving outside of town.
Yeah. So you've just left the inn that the tavern that you had met Guy and Mersha at. You kind of step outside into the cooler, but still slightly like the cool, humid, dim air. The dirt roads kind of crunch beneath your feet. There's still bits of cobble here and there. You're not quite into the outskirts yet, into the slums, but the roads certainly aren't taken care of or paved in any way. It's mostly just gravel and dirt, and you can hear the crunch beneath your feet as you take some heavy steps outside and kind of glance around.
Alrighty. Well, onwards, I guess.
To the docks. Right?
I mean, what's the plan here? We can stop, we can rest, we can...
Yeah. Previously, Mersha gave you directions as to where Veronica had headed. So you know where the guard was attacked, and you know which direction she went.
Honestly, I think we should keep looking for her because, like, every moment we wait, she's gonna get farther and farther away, and that's not great.
I agree with Marin.
I agree too.
Yeah, I can go all night.
Sounds good, girl.
That's good to know.
Alright, so, yeah, I mean, is the place where the guard was attacked and the direction that Veronica went two separate, like, are they different directions or are they the same place? Does that
Well,
make sense?
Mersha could only tell you which direction she went from where the guard was attacked.
There's no right?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
But in general, it was northeastern. But she gave you the exact directions to where the guard was attacked by the block.
Okay, well, why don't we go find the spot where the guard was attacked and head off from there?
That sounds like a plan to me.
Anyone need a potty break before we go?
Alright. We go to the corner and take a piss.
Okay. All right. So you walk over to the corner, drop your drawers, kind of pull back your cloak, and just take a nice little just stress relieving piss on the side of a building.
If you roll a nat 1, would he feel like a burning sensation?
What? Roll a nat 1? What do you mean?
It's just
scared.
blood. It's just blood that comes
There's no
out.
dice. This is life.
Yeah. And after you're done, you rejoin your companions and head off towards the direction in which Mersha had described. A few minutes pass. It's not too far away until you come upon one of the larger roads in Arkier, in the outskirts. This is like the gap between like the middle section of the outer rim and like the slummy section of the outer rim, the very outermost parts. And actually, I might as well just grab my map and show. Where did my book go? Where did my sketchbook go? Did you knock it over, Luke? Yeah. It's all the way over there.
You're
Oh
welcome.
well, no maps for you.
Do we get no maps?
Oh no!
For my
I'm-
sins?
I'm not getting it.
Damn. I'm being punished. Daddy, please.
Luke, you ruined the campaign.
Yeah, I ruin everything. That's what I did.
It's all right.
It's a talent.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Someone understands.
I don't appreciate it. So, yeah, you guys are about in this area right here. This is the long, large road that leads up right into the northeastern part of the outskirts, and I'll show the camera as well.
Yes.
We got this map here of the city. The party is about right here, and there's this long road that stretches across the outskirts that goes right through the outer ring. And so you find your way to this wide road where Mercer had described the attack taking place. There are, as you walk through, there are a bit more SDC guards than you are used to seeing, probably because of the scare of from last night. There's a lot more people on edge, and so naturally more guards are out on patrol. And you pass the occasional guard here and there, and as you come out into the larger road, there seems to be a few guards stationed around one area. You can kind of just glance past and see at their feet. There seems to be like these black kind of like markings, like stretched across the ground.
That seems to be the spot.
This area is not familiar to us, right?
No, you've not been here.
And there's lots of guards.
It is a bit, but from actually roll a survival check.
That's a 6.
Yeah, you've never been here before. This is a new area of the outskirts to you.
This is a new city to both of us. We wouldn't know it.
Yeah, you've never been here before, or you've been here. Well, you've been here once or twice, but you've never been to the outskirts.
Yes, never been.
Question.
Um,
Or is this to her?
Oh, go ahead.
what?
How good are you at remembering things?
Pretty good.
Okay. Let's see.
Go on.
That's all.
I mean, I write everything down.
Okay.
Can I
Okay.
walk up to one of the I walk up to one of the guards and I go I kind of pat him on the back and I go, so what's this all about?
Huh? Why are you out here?
Just going for a stroll with some of my friends.
I see.
Seems
You know what happened last night?
Something happened last night?
Yes, a guard was attacked here.
Oh, that's terrible. What are the
Oh no.
I kick Grol's shin. What happened, officer?
Well, first of all, roll bluff to disguise the fact that you don't know what happened.
3 roadblocks. Ugh.
Oh.
It was a 3 plus. Sorry, where's my bluff? +4. Do you know what other magic? It is +4.
Yeah, see?
So not good. 7.
There's no way you hadn't heard what happened.
Um,
There was an entire collection of people in front of the mayor's house this
Oh.
Excuse me. My friend is just, he's been drinking a little bit this morning. I think he's a little bit drunk.
I kind of stumble away.
So this is where the guards attacked then? That's terrible.
Yes, we aren't sure what exactly happened. And he kind of steps back and like shows you his hand, like gestures to the ground. There are like these black scorch marks in the dirt, but there's no like heat or like burning. It doesn't look like fire did this. There's almost like a kind of like a cold feeling the closer you approach the markings, and they seem to like suck in like what dim light there is.
Do they trail off somewhere in that direction?
And it's just streak across the ground.
Okay.
Can I see if I can tell anything about them?
Roll. What is it? It's not Arcana because that's D&D.
Yeah. Would it be knowledge? Something?
Roll Knowledge Arcana. Knowledge Arcana.
That's better. 21.
Wow. Okay.
I rolled a natural 19.
Yeah, you've read some books about magic, and you know your way around like recognizing some things. And you just so happen to have an idea of what this could be. It looks like there's some sort of like leftover magical aura that kind of is emanating on the ground. It seems to be like some form of necromancy that's like still just emanating out of where it where the magical energy collided with the ground.
Poor guy, burned right to the crisp.
He's still alive.
Oh. Right.
You'll get him next time, buddy.
Do you share that information?
With Yeah, I'm gonna. That.
Do you know what this is? You
It looks a little like necrotic magic.
necromancy.
Yes.
That is no good.
Yeah.
We'll have to talk to Adoli about this. Well, thank you. What was your name?
Marin Hawkins.
All right, Marin. Thank you.
Sodok.
Hawkins. That sounds familiar.
Oh, yeah.
Sodok. That also sounds familiar. I swear I heard something about a half-orc this morning.
You know.
What was it?
My
Oh my god.
Doesn't matter. Nice to meet you, Sodok. Should really drink less.
Yes. I'm remembering I'm drunk. I stumble away again.
He's
Right, well-
stumbled back in just to stumble
Thank you for
back
assistance,
out.
but if this is an active crime scene,
Of course, we'll
we'd appreciate it if you shoved off.
Yeah.
Kind of get to the side. So, which was the direction we're supposed to be heading?
Northeast.
Okay, anyone but Grawl. Which direction are we supposed to be heading?
That's northeast, right? Yeah. I think it's northeast.
Okay.
Towards the water.
Good job, Grawl. Yeah. So I mean, I suppose what's northeast here? I suppose we're still on our way.
Up this direction.
Can we see if there's any probably not tracks because it's the city, but any way we can tell what the most likely direction this person, somebody running, would run?
Roll a knowledge local check.
I think it's okay. Local. Wait, I have knowledge local checked off. This should be higher.
Did you put any ranks into it?
Yeah, it's checked. It should be higher.
Did you put any ranks into it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's it. I'm thinking D&D.
Surprising.
13.
13. You would assume that anyone running off this larger road in the outskirts would probably keep to the road unless they're specifically trying to go somewhere off of it. It's the quickest way through.
Okay.
It just cuts right through the
So then how do we
buildings.
just keep to the road and go north?
Is there anything that we know of that's up in that direction that's of interest?
You know that there is the lighthouse.
Oh, there's
Remember?
a lighthouse there.
Well, it's also on the map, but you would know you know it's been there. You've seen it multiple times. You come in and out of port.
Yeah, and I think I made a knowledge check on that.
Yeah, you did.
Perception. Yeah, so there's a lighthouse up there. It's abandoned.
It is abandoned.
Yeah, it's a.
They no longer needed it after the port was expanded.
Yeah, after the port expanded, they didn't need it anymore. So I think maybe she could have run there. It's a bad.
Maybe you
Empty.
should
That does sound
Sounds like a
hideout.
Sounds like a bloody good place for a scary person to go hiding.
You know, she is a teenager. It's not.
She cries black tears. Of course she's in somewhere abandoned.
She's pretty edgy.
She is very.
She's
edgy.
super edgy.
Look, I think that's a great lead. If we're gonna find her anywhere, it's probably the lighthouse.
I mean, it's like a straight line here on the road, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So we head up there.
Well, there's no point in us waiting here.
Hold on.
Yeah.
We should head
Just-
over there now.
So people can see how edgy she is. She's pretty edgy.
Eggy!
Eggy.
Eggy.
So you guys start heading up the road. Everyone just roll perception checks while because you're actively searching. correct?
24.
Now that's what I call some good yeetage.
Some yeetage.
19
Oh,
plus.
19?
Yeah.
17.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You got 28?
Yeah.
Plus 9 perception.
He's a
Both
bird.
do.
All right. So everyone but Grawl.
Everyone but Grawl! Oh no!
It's okay. We got you covered.
I think a lot of sentences are gonna start with
Everyone
everyone but
but
Grawl.
Or maybe just Grawl.
If it's
Yeah.
survival things, I feel like it's gonna be just girl.
Everyone but Grawl.
Whenever we get
dies.
into a fighting situation, just Grawl.
Yeah. But everyone but Grawl, as you guys are walking up the road, Grawl's kind of like leading the way because he's like, yes, I know the way. I saw her first. He's walking hastily to the lighthouse. The rest of you, as you're walking by, ahead of you, you do notice, kind of peeking out from one of the alleyways, a figure, seemingly staring down at where the guards are. Just kind of like meekly looking, but as she takes notice of you, darts back into the alleyway.
Do I
Can
notice?
we-
Can we notice it?
Can we just
No.
noticed it.
Like
No, you have no idea that happened.
All right, cool.
Can we like kind of sneakily go over there?
No, I start booking it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going.
When I see him running, I'm running after him.
All right, I guess I'm running after.
You guys are just running after?
We're gonna beat the shit out of a random old guy.
I'm not gonna let you beat the shit out of random old guys.
Listen, as long as it's
The last campaign I played with Riley, we beat the shit out of an old guy.
When?
Do you remember that? That's
No,
because your
that doesn't
character was an
matter.
asshole.
Last campaign.
Don't worry about it.
There was a beta.
It was a beta.
It was a beta.
I take a second to realize that they ran. And
You're like, wait a minute, what? But you guys take off. Yeah, you guys take off running after the figure immediately. No, like throwing haste to the wind. And as you round the corner, you kind of see the figure out farther back into the alleyway, past some of the houses of the outer ring. They turn back to look at you, see you, and just start running as fast as they can.
We were already running after
You're
them.
already running
Yeah.
after
Yeah,
them.
we're
still
No, I know they've taken notice of you and now are dashing. Everyone.
Can you give us the size of the figure, like a shape?
It's a shadowy figure right now.
But
It's
are
wearing
they
a large
huge?
cloak. They're not like Grawl size. They look like a normal, like medium-sized, like humanoid person.
Are there any
but they're
features
fig-
that we can discern?
No, they're wearing a hood, and their figures. They're wearing a hooded cloak.
Okay.
Any physical like features that you may be able to pick up on are hidden at the moment. I'm gonna look at your thing again because I'm D&D out. I want everyone to roll. Let's see here. What? Just roll a straight up dexterity check, everybody.
Please,
I assume
don't fail
it's
me.
20.
Fuck, it failed me. Straight
Nat
dexterity.
20.
Nice.
13.
Wait, oh, and plus
That's one.
what's
Wait.
my dex?
Dex.
Wait, just straight dexterity, right?
Yeah.
22.
Oh.
Not
Oh,
20,
16.
22.
It failed me after. Nice.
I'm bringing those nat 20s, Daddy.
Oh God.
What'd you roll? Soren?
I got 16.
All right. So you guys just dash after her as quickly as you can. Marin, as you try and like keep up with all the others, you kind of start falling behind a little bit, but you still are with the group, just a little bit farther
I'm
back.
sick. In my defense.
You are sick.
She is.
That helps.
Yeah. And you guys are, and so sorry, Soren and Grawl, you guys kind of keep pace with one another. Grawl is just like pounding after his huge footfalls, like shaking the ground almost, and you're just swiftly like dashing after him. Sawdog just starts like full out sprint. Yeah, well, if you want. He quickly just like throws the guitar on his back and just takes off sprinting after the figure.
Dabbing while doing no Naruto running.
And as you're darting through the different houses and making your way like closer and closer to the outskirts of the outer ring, the figure you see in the distance and chasing, you see one of their feet kind of like twist out from under them, and they stumble and fall onto the ground, and immediately you're on them.
Okay, I mean, I run. I'm first there, I assume.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I get to them, and I kind of are they? Can I see their face? Like, are they facing the ground?
They're scrambling to stand up as you're talking right now, and about to run off again.
I put a hand on their shoulder and I go, wait. And I try and turn them around so I can see who they
All right,
are.
roll a combat maneuver to try and like grab them and turn them around.
Is that?
That's the
what
CMB,
kind of-
right?
CMB. Roll a d20. Add your CMB.
Okay. 14 plus 1, 15.
All right, so you grab their shoulder and they try and pull away from you, but your grip is too tight and they can't quite get away. You spin them around and pull back their hood, and these like long white locks of hair kind of pour down from behind the hood, and you see the face of this like old wrinkled like woman staring up at you. She's like kind of like quivering and staring up at you. At this point, the rest of you are caught up.
Why were you watching us?
She says nothing.
Why were you watching us? Look, it's
No.
okay. We're not here to hurt you. We just need to know who you are.
Better I know who you are first.
That's
I'm cool.
easy.
I'm the guy you've been watching.
No, she was watching the crime scene
Why did she run?
because we were chasing her.
Why did she run before we were chasing her?
No, I mean she darted away when she noticed we were watching.
Look, unless you're her attorney, I want to hear her case. What were you doing?
What were you doing talking to the guards?
There was an accident. Someone was hurt. We wanted to know what happened.
Roll bluff.
Fuck you, man. Roll bluff. You don't care.
I was investigating what the happened.
6 plus 10.
10.
Jesus fuck.
She just does. She looks at you, stares you dead in the eye, and just says nothing.
We were a little curious about what had happened, and we were looking into it. We're
And what have you heard? What did happen?
Are there all sense motive?
Yeah, sure.
That's terrible.
Can I roll as well?
That's a 12.
She seems a bit standoffish. You can't really read her.
Would I be able to roll as well, or is that?
No. You.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We're trying to find someone.
And what do you intend to do with her?
How do you know that it was a her?
Oh! Got him!
What's your
Your
CMD?
face is red!
I did that intentionally. What was? Hey, wait, Luke. What's your CMD? What's your CMD?
13.
All right. She tried, as you say that. She immediately tries to break away, but you just hold on to her shoulder tight.
All right,
She's a frail old woman.
No.
I'm gonna like put her against a wall. Like,
No. Wait.
no, I'm
Wait.
putting her somewhere where she can't
Roll
run.
another combat maneuver.
I'm explaining. We just want to help
5,
her.
6.
We.
Yeah, as you move to push her against the wall, she was able to slip free of your grasp. Like, finally, she takes off running again.
Oh.
Okay, I'm after her.
We're gonna run after her.
I just shout shit.
We're gonna keep running after her.
I'd say roll a reflex save to like catch her.
Oh, reflex save is once again where it will. Oh, is that?
Can I make a reflex?
That's
If you'd like to,
over
yeah.
at the
I'd say either Grawl or Sonic, because I'm sure you guys are right there.
Which one's the reflex?
Can
It's
we all
reflex
can we
save.
all do it?
No, you guys are kind of standing behind.
It's also kind of bullshit if we
I'm
can.
gonna
mean,
call
yeah, I
after
guess.
her. We're trying to help her.
We're all. It would make sense
If
if
they
Grohl
don't
went.
do it, then you and I can run after her.
Oh really?
Oh, I'm gonna run after
Because
her.
I'm.
start
You guys are
telling
like.
her.
yeah.
You're.
That's what I
That's
mean.
fine.
If they don't,
Sorry.
You were that next.
Sonic, you're on top of her, and Grawl, I'm assuming, is like right by your side.
I'm happy to roll for reflex.
Yeah.
16 plus 5.
Okay. She breaks away and starts dashing, and you quickly dive forward, and you get a hand on her leg, and you both fall to the ground.
Grohl, quick, get her down! Don't hurt her!
I just put my foot on her back.
This is an old fucking.
Roll dexterity to control your movement.
Roll dexterity,
God,
control
roll
that
Kill
foot.
the woman.
13.
Okay, you don't crush her ribs.
Nice.
Oh god!
This isn't. Oh, fucking.
Get this beast off of me!
Okay,
What?
look.
oh my lord.
Ma'am, I will definitely, I will try to get them to listen, but we're not really affiliated properly, so they don't really listen to me as much as I would like them to.
We work as a team.
Not quite, but we just want to help her.
Roll persuasion.
Wait, persuasion? Diplomacy?
Diplomacy. Fuck.
That's a 9.
Ooh.
No.
What is this?
She kind of like visibly calms down just a little bit.
And how do you help her?
What
can you do?
I can make things. I'm a very good inventor. He's good at magic.
You'd have to tell us what we need
We
to
can
do.
do things
We
together.
don't know what we're doing. We don't know why we're after her.
I play songs.
Well,
You know, he can boost morale
I'm a bodyguard.
really well.
Bodyguard.
He's good at stepping on people.
I can see
as you
that.
can tell.
She's a good girl. She's a good girl, Veronica, I swear. She didn't mean to hurt anybody.
We could tell.
Sonic kind of like changes tone a little bit and just goes, okay, where is she? If you vouch for her, we can help her, but if anyone else gets to her first, it's going to be a different story.
Roll persuasion.
It doesn't matter.
Diplomacy.
God damn
Roll
it.
diplomacy.
And then tomorrow you're gonna be saying.
I know. I can't play with
Can I roll
you. I
diplomacy?
can't play with you anymore.
Oh, and I just made
Only a
fancy
10.
stuff
Like,
for
only a
it.
10.
Yeah, I get terrible rolls when we record.
She's staying in my house at the moment.
Grow. Take your foot off her. Let her go.
Okay.
Do you think?
And she slowly stands up, dusts off her cloak.
I help her dust herself off.
Roll dexterity.
That's all right. I'm sorry.
Do you think you could yeah, we really do want to help her. Do you think you could help?
I believe you, but it will be hard. The SDC can't know about her.
We won't let the SDC know. Like
We're not-
we'll book it out of town as soon as we.
We're not
Roll
big
either
fans.
bluff or persuasion, whichever you meet, and add your modifier.
That is a 15 because I suck.
So bad.
I'll be giving 10s. You're okay.
Okay. Okay. And you'll help, Veronica.
Of course.
Absolutely.
That's what we want to do.
I think we might understand at least a little bit of the problem, and we definitely do want to help.
All right. My name is Edith. What are yours?
My name is Edith. Every character is just like.
I pluck a feather from my. From
What was that? How do you spell
I
it?
conjure a desk.
I actually have in character a journal and ink pen that I take notes with.
And I can't breathe.
You just draw pictures.
Incredible.
Like this.
Yes, when you hold the pencil
He
like
just
that.
draws
Yeah.
a picture of what Edith looks like.
It hurts physically to see.
Yeah.
What he thinks.
But I have a
I'm glad we changed that figure. Jesus Christ. Sorry, go on.
My name is Edith. What are yours?
I'm Sonic. Nice to meet you.
Sadak?
I'm Aaron.
Marin?
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Hi, girl.
Hello.
Please, if you'll follow me, I can take you to her.
Can do.
Certainly. We're gonna
Okay.
follow her.
Do we follow?
All right. She slowly kind of like pulls her hood back up, like pulls her white hair back and puts her hood over it, wraps her close around her, and at a brisk walk back. She's heading out far deeper into the outer rings. You can tell this woman probably lives in the slummier parts. In fact, while you had knocked her to the ground and pulled back her hood, you couldn't see it while the hood was down. But once when the hood was up, and now that it was now that it had been knocked down, you could see bits of the blight creeping up her neck.
Oh.
Some like pustules and like black.
Is the blank contagious?
Oh yeah. But like everyone in the outer ring, almost like if you live in the slums of the outer ring. It's
That's
waterborne.
important for my character.
Waterborne.
Yes. So if you like drank her spit,
I think I've marked most people that I've seen. with
Damn it!
So don't drink from her.
Damn! I can't make out with her.
Yeah. To clarify, the blight looks distinctly different to what Veronica does to people, right?
yeah, you see what Veronica does to people.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. The blight, and I don't know how much you know about it, but the blight is it's a plague that is primarily present in Archaea.
I'm just checking that like Veronica doesn't have like
Blight powers.
well, like like doesn't have control over the lady.
we checked this yesterday.
Did we? Okay.
No, I'm like we checked this when it happened.
That was 2 days ago.
Yes, 2 days ago.
Whatever.
When it happened, we checked it.
I
2 breaks ago.
2 cycles.
Fuck
Two
off.
cycles ago. We gotta get the name. Okay, sorry.
God.
In world lingo.
Yeah. Fuck you. Just go and die.
No, it's
Go
not.
and die.
It's not. It's
Oh,
damn.
damn.
I bet
For a
there's
very specific reason.
Yours
there's
dim.
probably some. Okay.
Yeah. But as you guys make your way through the outer ring, slowly, like obviously, like last time, the houses become much more worn down, hastily constructed, until most of them are kind of just old shacks and cottages. You're reminded of your home, Soren.
I'm reminded of the time we had to blow up a house.
Yes, you are reminded of the time that you blew up a house. Yeah.
Where? Wait. No, never mind.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and so you're almost at the very edge of the entire city at this point, making your way to Edith's home, and she stops in front of this actually 2-story which is surprising for this area, like wooden shack of sorts. And she walks up to the door and kind of like listens in.
Okay. Just please follow me.
She opens the door and enters.
I'm gonna follow her.
No follow result.
I'm just gonna tap Grohl before we go in. No, Grohl. We're gonna go in here. Other people aren't supposed to know that we're going in here. So I'm gonna need you to keep everything that's going to happen within this building and the woman a secret. Okay?
And I pull my hood down a little bit.
Okay, big fella. we go in.
If you pull it far enough so you can't see what happens, I will tell no one.
Yeah, okay. I'm headed.
Okay. Assuming the rest of you follow.
Well, we
They're in there.
first.
Oh, you were already in there. Oh, okay, got you.
Coming in back.
Yeah. So you guys enter. It's a humble abode, to say the least. There is a small like mattress of sorts in the back corner, and a surprisingly finely constructed wooden table with a few chairs sitting around it in the center of the table. What?
I admire the handiwork.
Yes. And back on the back wall, there's a ladder that leads up into the loft of the upper floor.
She should be upstairs at the moment. She should be sleeping. I don't want to wake her, but would you mind sitting down for a moment? Do you need anything to drink, anything to eat?
I don't want to be terrible, but can I roll sense motive?
Oh yeah, sure.
That's better. That's 20.
Ooh. Nice.
Yeah, she seems like she's trying to give you. She's trying to like make you feel at home.
Okay.
But do we like all know like about the blight and that it transmitted by water?
Roll intelligence.
Okay.
Well, I would know that, right?
You know, you know. Oh, you
Yeah.
intrinsically know.
It's caught.
I would inform people then.
Yeah, I'm.
8.
I would
Yeah,
know
you're
too.
like, what's that funny bump on her
Wait,
neck?
really? Would you not know?
I said I would know too.
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
Talk
I was about.
constantly.
Yeah, no, I was about to say yeah.
You might want to
I'm-
see. No.
You probably heard of it.
We all just ate, unfortunately. We had our
Oh, I
daily
see.
breakfast.
What?
Thank you very much.
I could always.
Shut up.
No.
Roll up. By the way, roll a persuasion
Bro,
check.
Trust me.
Fuck me. 8.
I understand.
What did you do?
My dishes are well cleaned,
What?
thank
What
you.
did you do?
I rolled an 8.
Oh, Lord.
I'm really bad at this,
Oh,
okay?
it is now.
In all honesty, man, it's very kind of you. Thank you. We appreciate it.
All right, well, at least have a seat then.
Will do.
Perhaps we could wait for her to awake.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah,
Sounds
I'd
good.
rather not bust in there and wake her
Yeah,
up.
I don't think that would be a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you for your hospitality, and sorry for tackling you. You understand. I don't really
Yeah, you
care.
understand
She
why-
kind of like
Tackle
she's
you.
trying to side eyes you, but she doesn't say anything.
Um,
And she moves over to this like almost like small like long desk of sorts that are it's like nestled into the side of the wall. And there's like a pitcher of water and some cups, as well as a small like fire, like almost like a candle, but like with a metal pot on top. She pours the water into the pot and waits for it to boil.
Well, she's having water boil. I'm gonna talk to her. So, have you known Veronica long?
For a very long time, yes, since she was a baby. I knew her father, Dalen.
If
Are you-
I...
In fact,
Sorry.
it was Dalen's wife who saved my life when I was a bit younger.
What happened?
Well,
And she kind of pulls down her shirt, her cloak a bit, and reveals like patches of blight, like pustules and warts on her neck.
No.
yes, I know it is quite unsightly, but and she
You
covers.
have the blight as well?
Doesn't everybody?
I don't.
Wait, who...
I apologize for my friend. He's a bit
Who was,
simple.
who was Jalen's wife?
Oh, she was a healer. She lived in this city, but not for too long. She was a good woman.
Is she still here?
No,
She's not.
Um,
She left a long time ago, I'm afraid, but I still went in to check on Veronica every so often. Her living conditions, the way her father treated her, just... I worried for the girl.
Look, I gotta ask. What is she doing? How is she doing it? And why?
Do you know?
I have a guess.
Well,
At some of it.
I'm not too sure, but her mother told me about a curse on their family from time to time. Perhaps it is some sort of perverted version of this curse that is on her. I don't know. She was a healer, her mother, but she had a terrible illness as well.
Veronica's mother was human.
Yes.
And why hurt the guards?
I don't know. She arrived late last dim, knocking on my door, and I let her in, and she was sobbing, and she was hastily explaining everything. I couldn't do anything but let her in. She's been sleeping ever since. I've yet to ask her questions, but I know she didn't mean to do any of this.
I hate to be rude, but, and, you know, this is completely just a question. Are you sure Veronica's mother is her mother?
As far as I know. I don't know why Dalen would be unfaithful.
This is just a question.
Can I want to take the group aside for a bit. Excuse us for a moment. And I want to just move into a space where we're having a separate conversation.
We all sit in the corner.
Yeah, you're all in the same room as her. It's like one room
Okay.
building. But we'll go back to boiling her water, and you can have a quiet aside.
Look, this is your mark. To be honest, we're kind of following along here. We're going for the dream, but
I think
It finally happened.
I've been waiting.
Rick and Morty. Just get in the way.
Man, you must have a really high IQ.
Get the fuck out of here.
Your IQ raises by 5%
Every time the poster
Dan
falls on
Harmon
your
blesses you.
Quick, rub the poster on Grawl.
Oh, shit.
I need it.
So, from what I've seen of Veronica and what I note we saw in her basement, Veronica seems to be a changeling, and changelings' mothers are hags, not
Okay.
humans.
But let's say we find Veronica, she comes downstairs and she's a lovely person.
Yeah,
What then?
we she can't stay in the city. She just can't. It won't be safe for her ever.
So we're on her side now?
We were always on her side
Why?
because she's 17, and you don't let a 17-year-old go off and make stupid decisions.
I made stupid decisions when I was 17.
And look how you turned.
I didn't kill anyone.
Well, they can't really argue with that.
We're doing pretty great.
There are a lot of people who have killed people accidentally, especially when you have unexplained magic.
Consider the circumstances.
She was terrified by all accounts. We saw her and she was terrified. And we read her journal. She didn't do anything intentionally.
Consider the circumstances. She almost killed the two of us because she was scared.
And her,
She killed the guard, probably because she
the
was
guard
scared
is
as
still
well.
alive.
Well-
I keep saying
Well, look,
Well, then maybe it would be a better idea
Almost
if
killed
she
the
was
guard.
caught. Maybe we could teach her how to use her
You
powers.
would have that.
this. Yeah.
yeah,
Also,
but outside of the city. It's
also,
a danger for the city, for her to be in the city.
The only people she's killed so far are her father and brother, both of which seem, or at least her father, seems to be very shitty.
Well,
And from
So
current
you're
accounts, he
saying
looks like he was unfaithful as well.
She knows you.
Maybe, unless it's something different.
Could
She
be that.
fought you too.
What?
She fought you?
No, she just locked
No.
us in a basement,
Yeah.
Oh.
and we are very weak and cannot open a fucking mattress.
she's attacked you before. Who's to say she's not going to do it again?
It was an accident, and she literally just shut the door
She
and put a
didn't-
mattress on it. That was it.
Sada, tell me this.
Yes.
What would you do if you saw two complete strangers in your basement? Yeah, exactly. That's what
Raw's
she
an
said.
animal. That's different. I would ask them why they're in my basement.
But if you were scared and you had been caught practicing necromancy and you thought they were going to arrest you, what would you do?
Fine, we'll trust the girl.
No, we don't trust her. We're going to help her.
By letting her come down and not cuffing her and handing her straight to the SDC, we're essentially
the
trusting her.
SDC is not going to. Okay.
You go help Edith with her boiling water.
Oh, Growl, would you like
Here's
some
You've
the
tea?
seen what the SDC
Here's
does.
the
They're
thing,
not
the
trustworthy.
SDC is
You
kind of
yourself
very
led
shady.
an tried to lead a
This is sort of a
communist
fascist
revolution.
government here.
So what are we suggesting?
We are suggesting we take her out of the city and try to get her somewhere safe. I don't know where that would be, but we just get her somewhere else where she can learn how to use her magic. That's not what the Coven of has.
And you think she's not gonna try and hurt us?
I think if we do this with enough delicacy, she won't.
We have to gain her trust so
We
that she
have to
doesn't
get
hurt
her
us.
She hasn't hurt Edith.
The important thing
And
is
she's
we
been
have to
living
get her
here
out
for
of the
days.
city.
I think she'll be
For
fine.
a single cycle.
She's been living here for a single cycle.
If it turns out you are wrong, I will have you know that you are dumber than Grawl. Let's do this. And then I kind of like turn and open the
This is why
conversation
he
back
would
up
be
to the
the one I
lady.
stabbed.
Well, I guess that settles it.
Okay. So you guys like break from your little huddle and turn to see Grawl and Edith like very happily pouring little cups of tea.
Grawl's got the apron on.
Yeah, sure, why not?
It's just the size. My husband used to wear it, but it suits you.
And so
What kind of an apron is it?
it's like a light
Roll
blue.
perception.
It's like kind of like ratty, just because it's hard to keep anything like clean and well kept here.
I'm not very clean anymore.
Yeah, it's like this light blue apron with like little like flowered like embroideries on it.
Aww.
Smells like a
You can add that to your inventory if you'd like.
+1 cook.
Plus one cook. Gives you +1 crap checks on food items.
Is if anything does go south, do not let yourself get hit by her blast because the cure for that is 70 fucking gold.
If something goes south, we're putting her down.
No.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
You try and restrain Grawl when someone attacks it, because I'm sure as shit not.
I'm smaller than you. How am I gonna do that?
Best of luck.
You did pull off that handshake earlier. That was
Well.
very impressive.
You got me there.
But yeah, so
Alright, so Grawl and Edith kind of trick you guys and hand out like little cups of tea. Edith's hands kind of shake and you hear like the clinking of the porcelain on the plate.
I'm trying not to break it.
Yeah, you're shaking because you're not trying to break it. And she places them on the table kind of gingerly. And as she moves to place the last the cup,
I am hiding my face so in case Veronica walks down at any point, she doesn't see
Oh fuck.
doesn't see what?
my face.
What's wrong with your face?
Because she's seen me before. And I
She's
don't
seen
want
both
her
of
to
us
freak
before.
out immediately.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. That is a thing. But as she moves the last cup over, you hear a screaming noise come from upstairs.
Are you fucking me?
You hear screaming going, are you fucking kidding me?
Edith drops the plate immediately. It
We're
shatters
going
on the
upstairs.
ground. And before you even move, Edith is like dashing up to the ladder and climbing it as quickly as she can.
I draw my guitar.
I'm going immediately.
I draw my guitar.
I mean, I do though. That's ready.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dash after Edith.
Okay. And Edith at this point is already
I
up
am
the ladder.
sure.
And as you guys follow up, who's the first up, I guess?
I'll be the first
What are your guys' dexterities?
I have a plus
I don't know if
3.
you should be the first up.
+1.
I
What's your
should-
total, your dexterity stat?
17.
13.
Mine
15.
My dex is 15.
Yeah, so I'm the.
I mean, but I would.
I
My
don't think you should
character
be the
would-
first up. I don't think you or I should be the
Sonic
first
would
up.
not try and
It's
be
in
the first
character though,
Wait.
Necro.
So-
I'm
Growl's the first one up.
I would fucking run for it.
No, Marin's the first one up. So, Marin, as
You
you
sure that's a good idea?
hastily climb the
Not a good
ladder,
idea, but it's in character.
and you scramble up, and you kind of see this second floor. All there is another mattress and a large window. You saw this window from outside on the street. And it's kind of like a large, like not stained glass, but it looks comparable to that size. And you see Edith kind of like kneeling on the side of the mattress. Her hands like on Veronica's face. Veronica's sitting up in the mattress, and her hands are like at her sides, and she's almost like convulsing in a sort of way, and screaming, and she is convulsing, and Edith kind of grabs her face. She's, Veronica, dear, what's wrong? What's wrong? Tell me, talk to me. And as you climb the ladder,
No.
who's next? By the way, who's next up the ladder?
That's me, I guess.
Soren, you also climb up, and all of you can hear Edith kind of shouting at this point, and you see this as well. And Veronica's eyes open, and it's all just jet black. And suddenly there's this like dark black green glow emanating from Veronica's hands, and suddenly the
That's no blame.
that's no blame.
Is
The
there
blight.
any way I can like
This is all happening
fuck?
as you're getting up, and this greenish black light consumes Veronica's body and then consumes Edith's body, and for a moment you can't see them at all. And Sadok, you're up the ladder now.
No, I'm not.
Oh, Grawl, you're up the ladder now. And you see this, and as there's sort of like a
Greenish black light.
yeah,
Oh, Lord.
or like sort of like a shadowy like smoke, wispy. It's magical energy essentially.
Sure.
And you see both bodies kind of like twitching and convulsing, and as the glow and the smoke fades, Veronica like kind of falls back into the bed, and as does Edith, just kind of crumple into the ground. And Veronica's eyes open wide, and they're back to the normal color. One bright green, one bright blue.
Is Edith okay?
And she starts,
Come here.
and she sees you.
Can I play a song? Can I play a song?
You know,
I would have come up off a girl. Am I up now?
You're the last one up.
So I don't get to play
And
a song.
as you
I'm
climb up
getting-
over the edge of the building, Veronica literally scrambles out of the mattress, turns and dives out the window.
Why?
Are you?
Out the window.
God damn it!
Hold on.
Okay.
There's a shattering of glass, rings out through the dim, and you kind of hear a crumple as a body hits the ground. But then pitter patter of feet hitting
Of course.
dirt, and as you hear this, Edith's body begins to twitch
Oh no! Fucking no!
I
Damn it!
and like convulse on its own, and her shaky hand grasps the mattress, grasps the ground, stands up, and turns to you. And her head's cocked to the side. Her eyes are blank. Drool kind of drips from her mouth, and this horrible black ichor is like leaking out of her gaping maw. And she turns to you.
She's a zombie now. Don't get hit.
Roll initiative.
Do not stand anywhere near her.
Initiative?
Yes.
Why am I rolling
20.
Well,
20.
Rolls that aren't as useful.
14. Wait, shit. I didn't-
Initiative? This is garbage. 23. 22.
16.
Can
I rolled a 19 on this. This is not the roll I needed a 19 on.
do I have any chance to speak before any of this like before combat starts?
Yeah, you can.
I mean, I turn to girl. Do you have this?
Right.
Okay. And I dive out the window.
The window's on the other side of the room. You have to walk past. You have to run past Edith.
Okay. Okay.
Wait.
So everyone has rolled their
Wait,
initiative.
time out before we start.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell everyone right now, don't stand close to her when she's about to die. Because that's how Marin got sick.
No,
That's,
I got
you
a
can't get that much
19.
out in
I
6
got a
seconds.
19.
Alright, well, I'm gonna
Just
I'll
do-
just-
do-
Don't stand near her.
Don't
When-
stand near her.
You can tackle us out of the way.
So guys, for initiative order, anyone roll 25 to 20.
I rolled a nat
3.
20.
22.
Did you add?
What's your modifier?
Oh, what's my
It doesn't matter who's first if he rolls a nat 20.
Oh.
And you roll a what?
22.
22?
Yeah.
15 to 20.
16.
8?
Or 9.
I'm just like
9.
I'm helpful, but I'm not that.
No, I'm
Well, that have to be a
I'm not
healer.
getting zombie rod again.
No.
You still have it.
Yeah.
You still have it.
I mean,
Never
I'm not
mind,
getting
never
it
mind.
worse.
Confused on what's going on.
Well,
You're gonna have to teach Grawl how what to do. Grawl is like a computer. He
We're
takes
mixing up
direct
the
instructions.
duos.
alright, hold on. Where's my... Get the fuck out of here.
Sure.
Grab a computer now.
He's an
I
AI.
process that quickly too. either direction.
Are we gonna get a map of the room and our positions?
Yeah, in just a moment.
Faster, DM, faster! Whip him!
Question.
Whip the DM.
Embryo.
This is sick, by the way.
Is
Is it?
zombie rot
I'm
snakes?
so
It's
excited.
very sickening.
It is a sickness, I think.
Here.
Right?
You're gonna die.
I already got some
Fucking remove the shit! Sorry.
Wait,
Can you?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it must be nice.
Lesser
No, I
restoration.
forgot. You didn't have a long rest. I can't do it. None of my spells are charged.
What
Wait, you
spells
can't
did
cast
you
any
use?
spells?
What spells did you use yesterday?
Ah, wait. Hold
You
on.
didn't use any spells.
I didn't have these other spells ready.
Yeah, so you can't use
Yeah,
ready
you
as
did
spell,
right
but you can write it at tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I can. Yeah, but I just have to wait until whenever that is to hear you.
Can we just have like elevator music play as like
No, it's loading screen.
Alright.
Where you're gonna have to lay this out for me.
Yeah, this is Edith right here. Place yourselves around the ladder.
I would probably be the closest to it, I'm guessing. So like,
Yeah, possibly. Potentially.
well, because like
Okay, you're definitely gonna be by the ladder. I think you'd be here, actually, like somewhere there.
we gotta be in the grid.
I
That
know.
Guys, don't fucking block me.
Okay.
I'm protecting you.
Alright.
Go here.
My movement.
Piece of shit.
Like I hate the metagame, but come on!
That's the mattress.
Where's the window?
Good.
I'm.
It's so easy. It's clear. Alright, so Sadak,
Am I going
You're
first?
first to go.
What's the window?
There.
How many steps do I have?
It's 1.
How many steps do you have?
2,
You're 30
3,
30
4,
feet,
5,
right?
6, 7, 8. The window is 8 squares away. So you have to dash.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to attack, so I'm going to dash.
Alright, you're gonna leap out the window?
Yeah.
Alright, so as you move past Edith, she gets an attack of opportunity against you.
This is fantastic.
What is your AC? Alright, so as you move past, actually, sorry, what's your,
my AC, my touch AC, or my AC?
what's your CMD, I'm sorry.
My CMD is
Yeah.
13.
It's 13? Okay, so as you run past Edith, she kind of like sees you coming, and she like reaches over and starts clawing at your feet and trying to get a grasp, and she just hugs on your feet. You fall forward as she trips you.
Should I go after her?
Marin,
Can I say anything? Do I have any chance to speak?
go ahead. You can speak as a free action.
Run, go, get her!
So I'm gonna fucking dash past her, cause I think, yeah, fucking jump out the window.
She also gets attack of opportunity on
3,
you.
4, 5. Really? They have so many attack of opportunities in Pathfinder.
What? Yeah, no, there's not a limit to any of them. It's if you.
But won't you have to disengage from me?
No, yeah, you're right. You can leap out the window.
That's, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Unless you
5,
think
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What, where we're here?
Oh, roll acrobatics to leap out from the second floor.
Gotta leap out the window. I'm dead.
What did you roll?
That's a 10.
Yikes.
I rolled a 3.
Alright, so as you leap out the window and hit the ground, you don't do a very graceful roll or landing. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground.
Because of the zombie. Again.
But you do stand and continue running.
Okay, so I'm just still running after.
Okay.
Do I see her?
You can see a figure off in the distance running, but you.
Fucking take me after it.
Okay. And I'll remove you from combat. Soren, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna move.
I don't like being alone.
I assume that one
You're
hit
gonna
from
move.
this is dangerous, so.
I'm gonna move here behind Grawl.
Okay.
Piece of shit.
And then what?
What?
And then you,
I'm not good at attacking.
and what will you do?
Pull her up!
Is that it?
Oh, that's it.
Okay.
Well,
You piece of shit!
Hey, Grawl, you're up.
I
He
have
doesn't
hope.
even have a ranged weapon.
I don't have a ranged weapon. I can heal you.
why don't you just go with the stabber?
Because one hit and you're fucked up.
Yeah,
Okay.
and also my
She's
thing-
around the legs!
I do a 1d6, so it
Okay.
doesn't do that much anyway.
Yeah, she's beginning to kind of crawl up your body, and you can her slobber and black goo ichor leaking out of her
actually
mouth.
gonna help you.
And standing your legs. She's like. "Ah."
Veronica's more important.
I
What
would
if to go get her was actually to stab Edith in the head.
Grawl
I
at,
asked, do you want me to run the body?
Shut up! No!
as seeing Sadak being taken down by this small old woman, this small frail woman, Grawl
Sound
immediately just starts racking his body, overtaken with rage. I'm assuming you grab your warhammer.
Yeah. And I run at her. And
Well,
I take
is going to a rage a free action or a swift action? Or a standard action?
I'm assuming it's a swift action.
Okay. Well, taking out your weapon is a move action.
What?
Unless you have quick draw.
I do not.
So yes, your move action.
Then I do not go into a rage yet.
It's still your move action to take out your
Yeah, I
weapon.
know. I pull out my hammer and I do that.
Okay.
I'm fucked. You assholes could have just stepped on her. What the fuck? Just pull her off.
And your AC is, I'm sorry, I forgot.
My AC
Wait,
is
the entering
15.
rage is a free action.
Okay.
It's a free action?
Wait, rage is free action? Well, then you should rage.
No, I don't want to rage because it would use up a turn of it.
Yeah, he's saving his rounds. So Sadak, as the old woman kind of crawls up your body, like spewing like black goo, she brings back one of her hands, and now her fingernails seem to have like grown like almost like claws, and she brings it down across your chest, scratching across your chest, dealing 4 points of slashing damage to you. And I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
You need to make this.
Oh god.
20?
Not this shit again.
Yeah, it's 42 saving throw.
You know, me and
What is fortitude? Where's my buff service?
0.
Yeah,
Oh,
until I
good.
cure you the next day.
no, like I mean we're
8.
we're both
Okay.
gonna be sick together now.
Yeah.
You fuckers could have just literally stepped on her
I
foot.
was gonna do something.
You're fine. Yeah, I told you to go. Everyone else is like, we should prepare our defenses.
What do you want me to do? I have nothing.
He has
Okay.
actually a very
Sonic,
tiny.
you're
I
up.
have nothing
You're
on
up.
me.
So what do I know anything that happened, or
You're up.
am I just cool? Great. I mean, drawing my sword will take a turn, right? So I mean,
Right, but you don't need to move.
Huh?
You don't need to move. You're on her.
Oh, so I draw my sword. I get
Okay.
my sword for you, Danny.
Your sword.
My sword for you, Danny.
Wait, there's copy.
And I attempt. I mean, can I try and like get her off?
Yeah,
me
she's
and
like
attack?
on your like your chest and stomach area, so you can grab your sword and kind of like just jab at her if you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
I wanna, like fucking go for her neck.
Yeah.
Roll.
Cool.
No, but I have 30 bullets left.
I know, but you don't have gunpowder. Even without it?
I guess so.
Okay. I mean,
Nat 20.
No, shut the fuck up. What'd you roll?
6.
Total?
I didn't get. I still had an orcish short sword. Oh, I have.
You have a base attack bonus, and then it'd be plus
Where's
your
my base
strength.
attack bonus?
You have
I have none. Cool.
Wait,
Plus your
wait,
strength.
He's gotta have a base attack bonus.
it has to.
Yeah. I have, like,
It's
Oh,
a-
you have a +1.
It's plus 1.
Plus 1, and then
Plus
I
your
have
strength modifier.
Strength is I think is 0.
Okay.
And then
So
I have hold on fuck, where is it? I'm good with orcish stuff.
that means you're proficient with it.
Yeah, that
Doesn't give you any bonuses.
No bonuses?
No, so it's 7 total. Alright, so you draw your sword, and as she's scratching at your chest, you kind of wave it wildly, attempting to hit her, but you kind of just whiff as she kind of like just. You're in a frenzy. You have a small lady eating you
I got
basically on your chest. You're able to draw your sword, but you can't do much other than that. As you kind of like yell.
I'm
You
infected.
have
I
a
need-
small
I need-
lady eating
All right,
you.
Aaron, roll a dex
Now
check.
the
bro.
urgency is less. I'm infected.
Roll a dex check.
So,
Well, you don't know that.
that's an 11.
I am.
At 11.
Dex check, right?
I
Yeah.
really
Not
wish
a
we took
saving.
long
Not
rest
saving throw,
before
just
we
straight dex.
continued on this endeavor.
Okay.
Not higher than an 11.
Okay. Soren, you're up.
Okay. Alright.
Maybe you should have chased him. You could have done combat.
I mean,
Fuck, we should have class scored shards.
we still need someone that can heal you.
I would have
because-
literally
You have ripped her to
fucking
shreds.
ended her.
Alright, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna go up to her.
I have 30 bullets left, right? I can use. Okay.
I'm gonna go
You
up
just
to
need,
her
you
and
need your
try,
black powder to make more.
Okay.
and try attacking her with my short sword.
You have to pull your sword out.
Oh my, I forgot.
The design you have
Damn
is
it. Alright, well,
the black powder in the bullets.
I would not
If
pull
you
Because
it
you
out.
copied a certain someone's
Yeah.
design.
I'm
Stay back there.
fancy stuff.
Yeah.
Pull it out.
Alright. Alright, now I'll pull it out. I'll pull my sword out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that all you do? Because you can't move, so.
Yeah.
Alright.
I stab
Brawl.
roll.
I run up and I take a golf swing at her. Trying to knock her
Are you
out.
gonna rage?
No.
Okay.
Alright, roll.
We were just making tea with her.
Oh no.
7.
7?
Oh
See
no.
that?
Alright.
Oh, no, 9.
9. All right. You rush forward and take like a golf swing at it. It looks like a hockey stick at a puck near her head. But you're so concerned for hitting Sawdog. You're like, oh. You kind of swing a little high and just whiz overhead.
Fuck! Question. How do you have a +2 bonus when I have a +5 on my rapier? That makes absolutely no sense.
What's your base attack bonus?
No. I have my base attack bonus is +2, and then I get +4 from strength.
Yeah.
I rolled 3.
Oh. That makes more sense.
Yeah. All right.
This is gonna be the second time today that I've come close to death.
Oh my lord. Wait,
Today!
What was the first
The
time?
first time was with Ranger, when Ranger got me down to 1
Oh,
health.
right, I forgot
Did I
about
say
that.
today? Did I say today? Or
This
is that
cycle.
temporary?
This cycle.
Okay.
This cycle, y'all fuckers.
You know?
So
It's not
you.
my fault.
So God. She continue just tearing into your chest, and it becomes more like mincemeat rather than actual like orc flesh, and she deals 10 slashing damage to you.
Oh my
Are you
lord.
I'm
dead?
out.
Wow.
You fall unconscious from the pain.
Oh god.
That's like I'm below health. I'm negative health.
Yeah.
Oh, negative health.
So you have to do saving throws
So
now?
you do, especially, and if you get to negative your constitution, you die immediately.
Okay,
Negative
so
my
negative is a
constitution?
thing.
So what's your constitution?
13.
So if you get to negative 13 hit points, you die.
Yeah,
No,
I'm dead.
your constitution's 11.
I'm still dead.
What are you at?
I am at 0. I'm at -1.
So you're down. You're unconscious.
Yeah.
You're not dead.
If you're at negative
If you get to
11,
negative
yeah.
11, you die.
Oh, I see. Cool.
If you get to 0, if you get to 0 between that negative number, you're unconscious and currently dying.
Yeah, okay.
But you're not dead yet.
I'm dying.
Okay.
Oh god.
Fuck! Roll a death saving throw. Just roll a d20, straight d20.
Jesus Christ, the little old lady's killing us.
Above a 10?
That's between.
What is it?
It was nothing.
Oh, okay. Total? Just give me the straight roll.
9.
9? Alright, that's 1 fail.
Oh shit.
Do I have to roll another dex?
No, you don't actually. As you are running across the soul lit, the silver light coming from the dim soul, shining on the streets, you see Veronica off in the distance. She's like running full sprint, but she turns back for a moment. You catch like a glimpse of her bright green eye, and she shouts, "Stop following me!" And her hand just like flashes up in this bright green light, and from the ground, this skeletal hand reaches up from the dirt. And his skull, like grinning skull, appears from the ground as a skeleton rises up from the ground and with
We
it
were trying to
brandishing a
help
sword.
you.
Fucking damn
Do
it.
you have to fight a
I like
fucking
how
skeleton?
literally this entire thing could have been resolved if fucking Grawl went up first.
Or if we went
Grawl
upstairs.
got to the ladder first.
No.
Oh, if you decided to go instead of me!
Wait, it
No.
wouldn't have been resolved because she would have still jumped out the
She
window.
would have zammed, but she wouldn't have busted.
No, but what would have been better is if we had gone upstairs.
Actually, technically, if I was up first, I could have played a soothing song and calmed her the fuck down.
Or you could have just
Would
done
that
your
have
blade
worked?
shards instead of trying to stab her.
My quarter shards.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wasn't. I didn't have my guitar. I
And
wasn't
this
playing
did
person
have
song.
your
didn't
guitar
want
out.
her.
You said I whip out my guitar and I run upstairs.
Well, she saw you before. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Again.
That was fun.
Okay.
You have a job to do and you know
Soren, you're up.
I mean, Sonic might die, and then we might just have a new character. It's
Right
very
after that,
possible.
Just restart.
God, we can't do this shit again,
No,
I swear.
Wait,
Sonic,
do you
you're
have
up.
spells?
Not Sonic, Soren, you're up.
Well, I do, but not active for this
Sonic
for
dies
this
on the
cycle.
second character.
Wait, I thought you had.
This is all for the next
How it
cycle.
goes,
No, you
or
had cure wounds.
I hope you wouldn't. I didn't think you guys would go down to
No,
one
I did,
zombie.
but I can't do
Yeah,
anything
like-
with that now because he's died.
or.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Don't worry
you
about it.
had cure
What's
wounds
good great
from
we
negative
can-
hit points. Wait, Riley, cure wounds help get you from negative hit points to positive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It'll cure wounds.
Well,
If he's at -2 and you
no,
hit him
I
for
just
8,
thought
he'll
I
be
couldn't
at
do
total
that.
6.
No, I just thought I couldn't do that if he was unconscious.
No, you can do that. Yeah, you can heal anyone wounds at any time.
I get your logic.
Yeah, you can heal him.
Plus help!
I got you, buddy. Don't worry about it.
Thanks, boy.
You can't talk.
Mwah.
Wait, okay. Let me look this
I
up.
dream of Nethra, not of Soren, but of Nethra helping me out. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
I got you, buddy. Thank you, boy. Full of my
Your
head.
voice is settler and less gruff.
I look.
Surprisingly, in death, his voice goes up with
I touch my hair and I have a bird's nest of luscious blonde locks.
What is
What's
this?
happening?
Alright, where's the D8?
I will describe my own hair as luscious.
Buddy boy, you got 9.
Mwah!
I got you.
I'm up and running.
And so as the zombie woman tears into your flesh, suddenly you feel this warm, like, golden glow. And
Yeah,
your
you know
mincemeat of a torso, starts to become more coherent and stitched together flesh. Still scratched up, but not like burger meat. As your eyes open, as your eyes open and you kind of like taking this breath, immediately getting a face full of nasty zombie scent, you kind of see this golden glow fading from his outstretched, Soren's outstretched hand.
I still look at Soren and nod. But am I plus 7 or plus 8? Because I was -1 and I'm bad at like. Does the 0 count?
Yes.
Leave me alone.
Wait,
Yes, the 0 counts.
Does it count? Leave me alone.
What? If he's healing for 8, he's at -1.
He was healing for 9.
If he's healing for 9, then he'd be at -1. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, 8. That's how math works, Luke.
Look.
We learned it.
Weirdly, that's the one thing that always confuses me.
Negative
Zeros
numbers.
fuck me up.
What?
Zeros. You must have had so many problems with polynomials.
No, he healed for
I'm so glad we're putting
-1. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8.
8.
That's 9 hit points. You have 9 figures up, Bradley.
Did he heal for 9 or 8?
I have him for 9.
-1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8?
That's how math
Yeah,
works.
it's like-
-1 plus 9
No.
is 8.
-1.
You're at 8!
Oh.
You're at 8! I don't know
What's
why!
going on the internet? Fuck!
None of you know math.
This is why we go to Tish.
Yeah,
Can we like?
Excuse you, I could have gotten.
it's fine. It's
Can we
fine.
like believe
I
this
just had the-
whole bit?
No.
No one should ever know.
We're in the middle of a battle! Your life's in danger!
out!
Brawl, you're up.
Okay, I take a swing.
Guys, can we not shout, please? You're peeking the mics.
We already popped the filter so many times.
Boy.
What's the total? What's the total?
10.
Alright, you take another swing, whiff, right over her head. You're too afraid.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna fucking
Takes another.
die.
I'm gonna fight a skeleton now.
Yeah,
Alright.
by myself.
Oh my god.
And finally, after taking a breath of fresh, dirty air, coming almost like back from the brink of death, you find the strength to shove Edith off of you and kind of roll to the side, still on the ground, but breathing heavily as Edith kind of like just like collects herself and tries to lunge on you again. Stop, you're up, Sonic.
I'm not.
So I could cast Quarter Shards and end it right now.
Well, you have to start your bard performance first.
Does that take a move? That's a free action.
Is it no, it's a free action to continue it. It's a standard action to start it. And you can only cast Quarter Charge when your bard performance is occurring.
And it takes a move for me to pull it.
So you can cast Quarter Charge next turn, if you start your bard performance this turn.
Okay, well no, I mean, it will. Can I move away and then draw my guitar?
No, that's 2 move actions.
And not attack?
Yeah.
No, that's 2 move actions.
Gestures.
But you already drew your guitar.
No, I drew my sword.
No, you drew your guitar. You said you drew your guitar, and then you drew your sword to attack her.
But I still got my guitar out?
No, you're right. You have to draw your guitar.
I'm just...
Wait, so that's 3 move actions.
No, but no, I want to... Wait, hold on. If I don't attack, don't I get 2 move actions or
Nope.
not? Oh, okay. Well, I mean... yeah, so I mean, I'll back the fuck up.
Good.
Well, he
On
can,
that-
he can use his dash action to
Wait.
move. And then he can
Move
use-
again.
Yeah.
But not using the move action. Dash is moving twice your
Okay.
speed.
You're right.
So you go ahead and move your bit.
Or I could come...
It'll give him attack roll.
Yeah, you'll give Edith an attack of opportunity
I'm
if
coming
you.
from arrow.
Oh, I'm here.
You're gonna jump out the window.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Move your die.
Alright, girl, looks like it's you and me now.
I get up and
It's you, right?
yeah, I get up and run for the window and I go, best of luck, fellas!
And she lunges at your feet as you jump on, like you take one step on the mattress and you use like a springboard, just jump out the window. She lunges for you and lands on the mattress, her claws barely nicking the back of your heel as you leap out the window. Roll an acrobatics check.
It's not hard to see why Baron would kill him first.
And so she lunges on
I'm doing it for Marin. Leave me alone.
You don't No, she's in danger.
Yeah, but I'm like,
He's trying to save himself.
I'm not. I'm jumping out to follow the girl, not to.
Because he knows that Veronica is like dangerous.
Yeah, like not to.
He was the one that said she was dangerous and put her down.
18.
You hit the ground, do a swift depth roll, and land on your feet, still running. Your guitar and sword sheathed and intact.
Can I roll my guitar whilst moving or not? Oh no, wait, that's. I mean, I'm out of combat.
No, you can't.
Out of combat though.
Not this turn, at least.
Not this turn.
Does the zone of combat between Marin and us overlap? So I
Marin.
remain in combat.
Marin, it's your turn.
I'm pulling
That's
my
what I'm
pistol,
asking,
take a
like,
shot.
Okay.
Something the DM.
That one. That's a misfire.
Yeah. So the skeleton kind of like lurches up from the ground. Its bones kind of assemble themselves into a shape, and it pulls out this shining like silver sword, like a scimitar. And you're like, oh fuck! You pull out your gun, kind of fumbling with it for a minute, and then kind of pull back the hammer and go for a shot, and you hear a click, click. Fuck!
What is
Your gun's
clear
jammed.
my game?
You have to spend a grip point to quick clear.
How many grip points do I have? 4. Is that an action?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's I believe it's a move action. I can look this up for you, but that's the end of your turn because you did.
Clearing your gun without quick clear takes a year. It sucks. You don't want to do that.
Get there fast, buddy.
Use quick clear.
I mean, yeah, why wouldn't I use quick clear?
I think I did.
Yeah, and so the thing kind of like lurches towards you
I can't even back
and
away.
takes a quick swipe, and you kind of just quickly just lean to the side as it whizzes past your face, struggling to like open up your gun and see what's wrong.
Yep.
Soren, you're up.
Right, I have my sword drawn, so I'm gonna take a swing at Edith.
You have to run over.
Do I have?
You have to be next to her.
Oh,
Yeah.
But you can run over and take a swing at her.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
7.
You just fucking whip past her. And she's like kind of like scrambling with the bed sheets and like.
Slimiest fucking zombie!
I know, right? She's ripping through the bed sheets and like scrambling to get up after like jumping after Sadok. You just go in for like a stab at her and you just find matches. She like rolls over and just in time for you to miss.
We're fighting Mayweather. That's what's happening right now. It's just a snake, like.
Brawl, you're up.
I take a swing. Wait, this is
Are you fucking kidding me? No.
Total?
Maybe.
Oh.
13.
Roll damage.
Yes, thank God!
Bless him! Oh my
Please
lord.
destroy her in one hit. Oh my god.
Please. Fucking end her. I don't want her to live anymore.
Yeah, 14 damage.
Yes, you just you take one swing at her. Her head just separates from her body.
We make tea!
Head slams against the wall and just slides down slowly. And as her body falls, it just starts shaking wildly, and then so like it erupts into this like puff of green smoke. Both of you roll fortitude saves.
Oh god.
Oh wait, that was a D6.
With quick clear, I just need 1 grip point to perform the deed, not that I spend it. If I spend
Oh, okay.
it's a
19.
move action instead of a standard action.
Oh
Okay.
god.
So you do it as a standard action, but you could
I
move
feel-
action
I'm
and then
pretty
quick
sure
clear and
I'm
then fire
safe.
again.
I just,
Next
I
turn,
don't
that
know
moving.
if you
Okay.
are.
15.
15?
19.
Okay.
I'm certainly fucked.
Okay. Marin, your turn.
I'm gonna quick clear.
Alright, are you expending a grip point?
Okay,
Spending
wait.
a grip point.
Now that
I'm
we
not.
killed her, we're out of combat, right?
You guys are out of combat, you've killed Edith.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Okay.
I'm spending a grip point to quick clear it.
Alright, and then are you taking another shot at the skeleton?
Yeah.
It does provoke an attack of opportunity because it is you're within its threatened range, making
Does that
a ranged
roll
attack.
Does my roll count?
Your roll counts, but before your attack happens, it gets an attack of opportunity against you.
I don't want that roll to count. Okay.
It misses.
That's 13.
13? Okay. Roll damage.
Oh,
No, actually, no, don't roll damage. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. So as you bring your gun up after clearing it to take a shot point blank, the skeleton lurches forward and attempts to just slash at you again, but you bring your gun up and almost like parry the blow with like the metal of the side of the gun, and you bring it forward, fire, the bullet erupts from the front of your barrel and just ricochets off the skeleton's bone, like hardened bones, just going wide.
okay. That's 1 bullet lost.
So sad.
Wait, so did the bullet did the bullet
Sadok.
have no effect?
Roll a dexterity saving, not a saving throw, roll a dexterity check.
Can I throw
Did
my
it do like
fucking
less
guitar?
damage than I think, or it just didn't hit? gotta be resistant to 2 types of damage to avoid a bullet.
Dang.
What'd you roll?
5.
Okay.
I realize how long my gun is.
Right. The skeleton takes another like swing at you as you're reloading your gun. You leap back out of the way and then slide another bullet into your gun and to reload. I assume you're reloading your next turn, so I'll just
Oh, yeah.
as a move action.
I think rapid reload is my thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's my feat. So that like lets me do it as a free action, I think, or the move action.
I'll look it up for you if you'd like.
Can I please draw my guitar?
You may.
Thank you.
Now you can, because
Cool.
top of the round.
I've drawn it. We did it.
Was it rapid reload?
Yeah.
It's a reduce your free action for a move action. It's a standard action for a 2-handed firearm. So it's a move action for you
Yeah.
to reload.
So I'm reloading and firing.
Cool.
Nat 20.
Roll damage, and whatever you roll on your die, double the number.
Rock it up.
12 plus 3, so 15.
Okay. So you slide another bullet into the chamber, click back the hammer, dodge out of the way of a sword, and bring up your gun and fire again. The bullet cracks through one of the ribs and just slams into the base of the skull, blowing out the back of it as the bullet just passes through, destroying the back of the skull of the skeleton, and it just crumples into a bunch of bones.
Okay. And I'm assuming I've lost all sight of Veronica at this point.
She's gone. But that's that. You guys are now after the battle, back at Edith's
Down
home.
to 28 bullets.
Damn. I contributed.
Yeah. So as you blow out the back of the skeleton's head,
Yeah, you just
the bones fall to the ground and slowly start disintegrating into this like black like smoke. So like you roll up.
Did he see that?
Roll perception.
Damn it.
You definitely heard 2 explosions. You heard 2 gunshots.
He doesn't know what
10
gunshot
plus
is.
7, 17.
You heard 2 gunshots, and as you walk up, you saw this bright flash of light
And I'm
appear from
quickly
Marin's
trying
hand.
to put-
Roll sleight of hand.
I'm rolling better on this than I've rolled all fucking day. That is 15.
15. He saw it. He rolled a 17 perception.
I mean, I ran
And you guys are back in Edith's house. Would you like to catch up with them, or?
Yeah, I jumped out the window.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have to make checks?
Yeah, roll apparatus just before you guys engage as
Yeah.
counter in action.
You
I
know,
break my legs and lose all my
You're-
HP.
Right, you roll. You land fine. A little clumsily, but you're not damaged.
My arm's heavy.
ooh,
16.
All right, you kind of flap your wing, your arms
Plus
as quick as you can. You kind of get like a slow fall and then roll, and then
that's
you
an
continue
18.
running.
Oh, never mind.
Dexterity.
Yeah, you rolled. You land gracefully. So go ahead.
Flapping my arms.
Are you okay? What just happened?
Oh, she summoned a skeleton. I'm
I-
beginning to see your point of view
Thank you.
again.
And what was that? Was that what magic do you use?
It's not really magic.
Okay. What is that some kind of wand? What is that?
You know, let's go somewhere else and talk about this.
Look, okay. We're gonna pursue this now, but later we are talking about this.
Yes.
Okay, where are the others?
And as you say that, you see Grawl and Soren kind of like jogging up to you guys.
Why'd we stop?
What happened?
Lost her.
Well, which way?
North.
North.
I start running north.
And as you dart away, you hear kind of like the
Oh fuck, I'm running.
of a couple of guards,
Oh god.
SDC guards walking up to you, and they see all of you.
Garbage.
Halt, citizens!
Son of a bitch.
Hi.
And at this point, the skeleton is completely evaporated. The bones are gone.
This is fucking bullshit. Sorry.
Damn it.
You know,
What has happened here?
Not now, please. We're in pursuit. Can we just discuss this tomorrow morning?
Roll persuasion
What time is it?
with disadvantage, I'd
no,
say.
no, no.
It's a bit past mid. You look at the soul. It's starting to go a little bit brighter, but it's a bit past mid dim
We've been working with the mayor to try to find the
15.
person who attacked the guard
Wait.
yesterday.
with disadvantage.
We're looking
17, so 15 plus.
diplomacy, or
My diplomacy is plus 4, so 19.
Okay,
Just
That's pretty good.
I'm gonna have to ask you to come with us.
fuck.
you know,
And all three guards lower spears.
You know, I think.
Can we just do this another time? We're doing.
I don't think so.
We're working with the mayor.
We are investigating the attack.
Well, we'll go speak with the mayor about that. Come with
You're
us.
going to take us to Gemnus, and Gemnus is going to chew you out for ruining his mission that he literally sent us on.
What's your AC?
Oh God.
15.
Yeah. The guy takes the butt of his spear and smacks you across the face with it. You take 2 bludgeoning damage.
You know, fine. Let's. Just
Like
go.
I said, you'll have to come with us.
I draw my sword.
Don't you fucking dare!
We've heard 2 more explosions like the one from the previous night. And they came from this area.
Yes, they were caused by the lady we're pursuing.
I'm drawing my sword. You feel free to stop me, but I'm drawing it.
I'm gonna fucking try to stop him.
I mean, I go to draw my sword. What do you say?
Just stop! Don't do that! It's not a good idea.
Please, give me an excuse.
Don't give him an excuse.
Don't give him an excuse.
If we go to the mayor, he's going
You
to.
understand what we're trying to do here.
Here,
Literally,
like sizes you up.
the mayor is going to agree with
put
us.
my-
Apparently, there's 3 of them and 1 of you.
Both the mayor
Always all
and
of us.
Gemnitz will be on our side. They're gonna get fucking chewed up, and it's their asses on the line. Let's just go. They're the ones gonna be in trouble for making us let this person go. I'm gonna just carefully try to push them.
Put my sword away and make his mouth taste like bin juice.
Roll sleight of hand.
I'm gonna fucking die for this.
You're gonna kill us all.
What's my sleight of hand?
Can I try to distract him?
No. You don't know he's doing this.
Of course. I didn't.
No one knows I have this power.
Make his mouth taste
Oh,
like
great.
bitch.
He's using prestidigitation to change the flavor.
Every fucking time.
17.
You take 10 bludgeoning damage as he slaps you across the face with the butt of his spear.
I'm unconscious.
You get knocked. Yeah, he knocks you
Are
out.
you fucking kidding me?
Big one. Drag your friend. Let's go.
Or carry him.
Or, can I just cure wounds again?
Do you have this?
I can do
No.
it twice.
No,
Damn it.
I prefer that one unconscious. Come.
Just know, if we lose all trace of this woman, it's gonna be on your head.
Yeah, we're blaming.
If we lose
By the way, he crit you. He critically hit you.
Oh,
So it would have been 5 damage, but
today.
whacked you.
Actually, can I have your name? Actually, I'm pulling my notebook.
Son of no.
May I have your name?
Starts crying.
He pulls out an official paper and writes down the name. Thank you very much, Mrs. Hawkins. Come with us.
Miss.
Come with us. And 2 of the guys get behind you and lower spears at your
I
back.
was coming.
The one-
I just wanted to know your
Yeah,
name.
one of them falls in front of you guys and leads you back towards the central plaza.
Just so you know.
You know,
guys
we're
are all
filing a
stupid
complaint.
by
You need
my
to know their
standards.
name.
Just so you know, fuckface. If we lose this woman, which we already did, by the way, it's on your head.
Is he just gonna knock all of us out?
He's gonna do that. Of course he is. They're
Uh,
fucking Nazis. Of
Not
course they
me.
are.
I'm being quiet.
Yeah, he slaps you in the back of the head with the butt of his spear. You take 6 bludgeoning damage.
How much?
6.
Jesus fucking Christ.
We're gonna just fuck zombies. This asshole with a stick is the biggest.
This guy has a fetish for
I'm-
beating.
Listen here,
I bet
bird
he's a
brain.
good dom.
Listen here, bird brain. You don't say a word until
I
we
can
get
get you for racial insensitivity. You piece of shit.
More. I'm just gonna.
What, Tracy?
No.
What?
Just.
What, Tracy?
That's not high at all. 14.
Alright, he slaps you again, but this time hard in the back. You feel the sting of the butt of the spear, but you don't take any actual damage.
Okay. The only thing is, you might want to leave him intact because he's the mayor's primary researcher on the blight, and if he's hurt, the mayor's gonna be really pissed off.
I'm sure the mayor will understand.
I mean.
Oh,
yeah.
you want to test
but,
that,
like-
do ya?
Oh god.
Jesus fucking Christ!
You take 2 bludgeoning damage. He bops you in the back of the head again.
I dream of
You know,
of
honestly,
me and
I
you
think he-
cuddling.
That's fine, as long as I get to beat the shit out of this
You
guy
know,
when we go
honestly-
in there. That was out of character, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna kill this man.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'm
I've
fucking...
got 2 people on my
I'm
kill list
I am
already.
stabbing this guy right through his gullet.
You know what? I'm starting it right now. Official Luke, copyright it, write it down, kill list.
I have a kill list. It's called Ranger.
Kill list.
So yeah, you guys.
Can I whisper to you to write this guy down on your hit list?
I asked him for his name.
Just say asshole SDC guard.
Asshole SDC.
Once we finish the
I
main
like it.
quest, I'm going on a murderous rampage.
You know what?
I'm going to wipe out.
Can I join you? I need to let out some.
He will die second. Ranger will die first.
So you guys, the guards guide you through the outskirts of the outer ring, and towards the central plaza. And as you make it out into the central plaza, the guards guide you past the fountain, past Mayor's house, and past the White Owl Inn, and through the other side, all the way to a building over here. You can across the way, you can see the Seaman's Gulch going across this open area. But in front of you, there's this large stone building. And they bring you inside, and it's quickly apparent this is a prison.
Yeah.
These are jail cells.
Yeah.
Most of them are empty, but there are a few like ratty-looking people here and there. Some of them have the blight, some of them don't, at least visibly. The guards kind of poke you into two separate cells. Soren and Grawl in one cell, and Sadak, who's slumped on the ground, and then they push you, Marin, into another. And they slam.
We're all separated? Or two of them in one cell and we're...
Soren and Grawl are in one cell, and Marin and Sadak are in one cell. Right, and then they slam the bars shut, lock the doors. Maybe you can think about your attitude and your back talking for the rest of the dim. We'll bring a dolly in the morning. And they leave.
Cool.
We didn't backtalk at all.
Daddy, get me.
Yeah, Grawl just didn't say anything at all.
No, I did say something.
What did you say? You just said Sadak.
No, I said give me an excuse.
Oh, really? Oh, that was you?
Well, I said give me an excuse.
And then I said give me an excuse.
You know,
Dad.
I'm gonna go over to Sadak and see if I can wake him up.
Roll a heal.
How far away?
Oh, so you're exactly at 0, by the way. You're not at negative. He used non-lethal damage.
Oh.
That's
the
a
thing.
lie.
No.
Riley, that's a lie.
Dungeon Master. How far away is?
You kind of shake him a bit, try and slap him in the face. Do whatever you can. He doesn't wake up. Yes.
How far away is their cell from ours?
They're across the way.
Oh, like across the hallway?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it close enough for me to cure wounds?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that.
No,
you wake up.
don't. Just leave me unconscious.
We'll just go to bed, honestly,
just
at
leave me
this point.
unconscious, it's fine. I mean, will I rest if I'm unconscious?
Yeah. Wait.
Really? Oh, for
I mean, I'm resting better scientifically. I'm having a better rest than everyone.
Yeah, you've rested the most.
No,
Yeah.
but like, doesn't he have? Well, I mean, do you have negative health?
No, I have. It's okay.
He's exactly at 0.
I'm exactly at 0.
Oh, okay.
That's
Because
why I'm
the
saying
guard
you're
used
okay.
non-lethal
I'm just
damage
knocked
to
out.
knock him out.
And it's
Okay.
better if Gavin is fine to be knocked out.
Okay.
I'm going to
I thought you were. No, I
write
thought you were
down
negative health.
as many physical descriptors of the guards as I can.
Sure. So you're all just going to sleep immediately?
Actually,
Long rest?
it would make sense if you used your heal before the long rest.
What's in
well,
character
how-
for you to do? Would you try and heal him?
Yeah.
Or?
How
said
much
you
do you heal from long rest?
A long rest, you heal half your health.
Okay, like half your total health.
Yeah.
So how much?
Is that well,
I mean, you're
And
gonna
Maria,
get
you know,
your
what-
soul
what-
back
which is
in the
it?
morning, right?
Half
Yeah.
your health for a long rest.
Yeah.
From
No, that's
short
fine.
rest is
How
How
hit
much is your
dice.
total health?
13.
Yeah.
13.
13.
Okay, so I might as well heal you then.
Is there any way I can have like
Your
a
mega games.
You have it hidden in your
We're not
jacket.
metagaming to a huge extent.
really hit it?
I don't want a metagame being like, oh, Riley will probably do this, but it's fine to be like, this is a smart choice based on the rules of the game.
6.
6. Thank you, friendo.
Oh,
Also,
Yeah.
it's probably in Soren's character to heal you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't mind. Like metagaming in the sense of playing well is fine.
Right.
Soren
So
is
Sonic
a neutral.
Awake? We're
Yeah.
neutral good. We both are.
Neutral.
I
what?
guess
We're
I'm
both
waking
neutral
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of like
I mean, it's not good, but it's
you kind of like
NG.
scratch the back of your head. There's a
Oh,
lump
right.
forming.
Can I mean,
Duh. Let's see sunglasses.
I look over at Sora and I go, did you do this?
Yes, of course. Who
Who
else
else would
among
do it
us
for
could
you?
heal you?
Thank you, friend.
I got you.
I'm reading back. I'm like, why did you back talk?
I don't know. I didn't want to lose her.
Well, we were gonna lose her anyway. They weren't gonna back down. They're the SBC. There's a reason everyone nicknames them the assholes.
Look, I don't like when people fuck with me or Grawl.
We don't like it either. But sometimes you have to like just give in a little bit in order to make your life easier.
Whatever. Gemnis is gonna chew them out anywhere in the morning.
Will he though? I don't think we're his favorite people. We accidentally
At the
made
very
his son
least.
fall in love with me.
It's
the very
his son.
least-
We could have found the person that hurt his son, and they stopped
That's
that.
fair. That's true.
At the very least, Idali will be on our side.
I hope so.
He has to be. I'm the one who's trying to cure the
They'll
goddamn
be
blight.
on your side. I'm just a little bit scared about what they'll do when they realize. Okay.
Do I have my?
No one
hold
has to
on.
know.
Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on.
where?
Hold on.
Don't you fucking dare!
What?
I think he's
Huh?
grabbing his guitar.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Don't
I think.
escape. Don't.
Oh, you piece of
Don't
shit.
do
No,
it.
it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay.
So I kind of go into the corner, and I assume I have all my stuff on me as well. Still.
Yeah, they didn't take anything from you.
Yeah, I pull like a small.
They're just kind of
Let us
holding
go
you.
with our weapons?
Yeah, they're kind of holding you for the night. The door, the
Because we were.
yeah,
we
the
weren't
bars are
attacking
locked.
them.
You haven't committed a crime of any sort. They're just holding you for the night so they can question you. In the morning.
I mean, I pull.
All right, they're holding you for the dim so they can question you in the brightening.
I was gonna get
Fuck
questioned
off.
anyway tomorrow.
I know it's. I just pull out. I just kind of go on my own into the corner with my guitar. I pull out a small scrap of paper and I go. And I'm just. It's that.
You're practicing.
I was gonna tell you about the gun, but I guess you don't want to know about that.
I'm not up for talking right now.
He's practicing.
Fine. Yeah, so I'm a little scared what they might do if they find out I have this, because
What
the
would
only
they do?
other people who have this are those guys, And
Well, it's not
having a
necessarily
weapon
illegal.
that
Just go to sleep.
Yeah, you're hearing
but
them talk about it.
having a weapon that relates to those guys is slightly incriminating.
Huh? What guys are you talking about?
All guys.
And you just hear this kind of voice from a few cells down the way
All
in the
guys.
prison.
Hey, not all guys are that bad, alright?
Nice.
I think it's a matter of debate, but sure.
Well, some are good, some are bad. Some end up here. What are you gonna do?
You don't see this man. You just hear this voice.
It's kind of lonely in here, though.
How long are you in for?
Few hours.
Okay, did you commit a crime?
That's what they tell me.
What was the crime?
You know, it's been so long, I don't even remember.
I'm going to hazard a guess.
Is this guy from earlier or not?
Does he sound like he's from earlier?
I think.
Is this the drunk guy?
Does it sound like he's the drunk
I
guy?
don't remember
Feels
what
like
the.
he could
Oh,
be.
I feel like it is
It
the
does a
drunk
little
guy.
bit, doesn't
He
it?
does, yeah.
What are you was in for?
Oh my lord.
We can't remember either.
We don't really. They haven't really told us what we're in here for.
Don't
Eh.
say that.
Well, that's a hawk of shit, ain't it? Fucking SDC.
It's not the best place to say that in an SBC prison.
I'm already in here, ain't
Yes, but they can be mean.
I? Ooh. Oh, can't they?
They're the bludgeoning type.
They really like their steak.
They got you too, friend, eh? They got
Yeah.
you too.
Yeah.
You know, one day I'm gonna be free of this place.
How long did they say they were going to keep you here?
Probably till the brightening, I don't know.
He is
What's your
factually
name?
accurate.
My name? I'm Lars.
Okay.
Oh, I wasn't a drunk guy.
Hold on. Okay.
Wait, is this?
No.
Okay.
What?
I said okay.
What? I'm confused.
Okay.
I don't know what you're recognizing.
I don't know either.
I really don't.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Is it?
Why is everyone saying away? I don't know what you're talking about.
You not?
No.
Isn't that
You named
wrong?
lost his character. Lost his character called Lars.
I forgot. Different Lars. Different
That's what
Lars.
I thought.
Okay.
Different
There are
Lars.
multiple Larses in the
Never
city.
seen
It's a
Popular
common
name. Popular name.
Lars with a Z.
Yeah, no, it's Lars with an S.
Sorry?
It's Lars with an S.
What? Okay, sure. I didn't hear it, but I can't.
It's
Remember
silent. It's silent. Don't worry
Okay,
about
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
One day, I'll be free of this place.
Yeah, it sounded like tomorrow.
Now you don't understand, but I'll be free of this country.
Where would you go?
Selbondik. It used to stand for something, but not anymore.
Okay.
I'll be free. Out in the wild plains.
You want to go live in the wild?
What?
Okay.
Where?
Continue your story.
What?
Sorry.
I'm trying to talk here. You're being rude. I'm just trying. I don't have to talk about my life. It's all right. I don't gotta tell you.
I'm sorry.
As you should be.
Of course.
Now get some rest. The brightening's not too far away. Maybe soon we'll all be free.
Before like go to bed, I'm gonna go over to Summer and be like, "So, do you want to talk about the thing that happened really quickly?" And I'm whispering because I don't want anyone to hear.
Yeah, sure. What was that?
I call it a pistol. It's called a pistol. Yeah.
Is it something magic?
It's an invention. It's not magic. It's more scientific in nature.
So can anyone use it?
You could try. It would not end up well.
Complicated.
Very complicated.
Okay. Well, why haven't I heard of this before?
Because there's only like one group of people who have it. They're really terrible and usually kill everyone they see.
It seems to be a tool of that sort of nature.
Yes, but made one use it sometimes.
You made
Gotta
it
be more
yourself?
careful with that. Yes.
How did you learn to make it yourself?
I like to read a lot. I taught myself engineering and such.
Well, okay, I'm just glad that you're on our side, not theirs.
Yeah.
Oh, and no more secrets, okay?
I mean, you're not telling me your life story.
I play music and I have a sword.
Okay, then I made this weapon, and that's it.
Sounds good to me. Professional relationship. I kind of go back to my song.
I'm just writing what happened today in the book.
Okay. And eventually you all fall asleep. Get a good couple hours of rest.
Oh wait, I would play Grawl Lullaby.
Grawl's already asleep. He's passed out. He's about
is
talking.
he? Okay.
It's just too much.
Yeah. Okay.
So everyone,
meditating.
yeah, heal half your health,
Thank you.
That brings me to
Half
full.
my total.
half your max HP.
Okay.
So that's I'm at. Oh
Round
fuck!
it
I'm
down
not
or
at
up?
full because I'm
What?
fucking
Round
sick.
it down or up?
Back.
Round it up.
It's a new day.
It's the dawn of a new day.
A new cycle?
Cycle.
It's a new cycle. Sorry.
Dawn of a new cycle.
Yes.
Popping mic filters left and right.
No, but that means.
And
You're like a
also,
bunch
yeah.
of
Okay.
Nathan, if you want to redo any of your spells, like
No, I already.
you prepared your
I
new
read it,
spells.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And you know how your spells work.
I just play them when I play them.
You have spells as well, not your bard performances.
Yeah, but those I can. Yeah, those I got my 2 back, right?
Yeah.
I get 2 level 2s.
Yes.
Yeah, I got 'em back.
Okay. I just want to make sure you know.
Cool.
All right. And as you guys kind of wake up, Marin,
now I'll do it.
roll a Constitution, roll a Fortitude
Of
save.
course. That is a. Oh, that's actually pretty good. That's 17.
All right. You're feeling pretty good as you wake up. You're feeling less ailed than you were the day before. Soren, roll a Fortitude saving throw.
Oh, wait, you all got injured?
Ooh, I might have to do one.
Did you roll a nat 20?
Stoneface Riley is the worst kind of Riley.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Fresh as a daisy.
You don't feel anything too bad, but there's like a slight like tickle in your throat, kind of a cough. You don't feel the best, but you don't feel awful either. All right. And as the
Wait,
soul
doesn't-
as the soul kind of grows brighter,
What?
the light trickles in through the barred windows, kind of like flashing across your eyes.
Fuck you.
I'm not looking up.
God damn.
I-
Just like. Sorry, continue.
Oh my god.
Sorry. It's like.
Fuck you, man.
Yeah, I agree.
I have not woken up in a cell in a very long time.
This
Take
is
that, 2 of us.
That was not fun.
this is a relatively common experience for us.
Somehow I'm not surprised by that.
Was that a
No
threat?
offense.
It was not a threat, it was an observation.
So,
Now we just gotta wait.
I mean, now we have to convince them to like call Gemnis.
No. They said they were going to bring Idali today.
Is Dolly gonna vouch for us?
Oh,
I
you
mean,
better.
he should because he's the primary person on the blight, and the blight is fucking killing rest of the city right now.
Fair enough. I'll be honest. Nidali's very nice, but
He's a bit of a
hardly the
pushover.
He's not the hard ass we need.
He is not. No.
He's a bit of a puppet, but
We should use
We should
Nidali to
count
get
on it.
Gemnis.
yeah.
If
If I had to bet
I
money, I'd say Gemnis would be here as well.
But like, would he want to help us? I don't know if he has the confidence in us.
We're
Or-
trying to
or-
help his son.
I understand that, but do you think like I just don't know if he'll help us?
He's done it before.
That was his son's life was at risk, and he was getting the potion for him. I don't know if he'll do the same thing now.
If he cares for his people, he will.
I don't know if he does.
If he cares about honor, he will.
Maybe.
So we just chillin'.
Yeah, just
We're gonna sell, man.
Oh, I know.
This girl's still asleep.
Is he?
Oh, I'm just standing there.
How you doing, girl?
I'm fine.
Hey, can I work on like
What the fuck?
designs?
Do you have that with you?
I have my notebook.
Oh, your notebook. Is that where your blueprints are?
Yeah, I figured like
Okay.
I have like them just shown.
Yeah. Roll craft firearms.
This is to fix my thing, right?
Yeah. No,
22.
no, not to fix it. To develop your new gun.
Okay, 22.
Because you're working on a new gun, right?
No, I thought we.
Remember, you had the big blueprints for your new gun, and then fixing your old gun cost gold.
No, because fixing the new blueprints is what cost gold. I thought. Oh, I'm developing the concept.
You're right. You're
Yeah,
drawing
this
out
is
blueprints.
22.
Okay. So you kind of spend like the most of the
Yeah.
brightening, just kind of sketching.
Yeah.
You get pretty good progress actually. The previous cycle, like 2 cycles ago, you had started up on it and thought you had it, but then like after you were done, kind of you noticed, oh, this is not good. But this time, you think you really got it actually. The sketch looks nice. Everything seems feasible. Now it's kind of just up to building it. You're not quite sure how much gold it would cost at the
so
moment.
I finished the plans?
That's a good roll.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh shit.
I actually only rolled a 15.
We left a body.
Wait, so that's for the,
Then I did.
long distance.
How do they know that? It looks from this just a dead woman.
It'll look like a zombie.
You shattered its head into a million pieces.
No, it'll look
It's
like
a
a
skeleton.
zombie.
It exploded.
It's a
It
zombie.
explodes after.
Well,
it
there's a
dies.
skeleton and
Skeleton's
the body
gone,
of the zombie.
But I mean,
She's a zombie.
No, she disintegrates after she dies.
what did she go poof? Like completely?
her body like explodes into this like noxious green gas.
Okay, but bodies can release gases while still
Right.
remaining.
No one really looked to see. Because it was
Last
because it was only
time-
wrapped up in the bed sheets.
Wait, last time didn't they explode into like ichor? Last time I found a zombie?
No.
Oh, that didn't happen.
Looks like
Wait,
this
I
like
thought-
poof of noxious green
Yeah,
gas.
just-
One
I
just
thought
exploded.
like it disintegrated into gas and it was
No,
just
the
a
skeleton. The
that-
skeleton, like no, the skeleton that Marin fought. Its bones began to like
Yeah,
evaporate.
The skeleton poofed away.
The skeleton slowly like
I
started
think
disintegrating.
the zombies that
We
both
fought
of
the
us
first time.
fought the first time.
No.
Really?
Yeah, no. We had talked about you casting the spell that would turn them into skeletons.
Oh.
Remember, you had the remove like meat spell that like it strips a course of all the.
Decompose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No, but
Grohl busted its head.
no, but you can tell if the thing is necrotic in nature.
And as you guys are arguing about the nature of whether or not you'd be convicted of the body, you're gonna hear this like ding 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 of like someone like dragging something across the bars
Immediately quiet.
as
You're
they
a
walk up.
stereotypical asshole.
Shut up!
And as you walk up, Gemnis kind of puts his sword back into his sheath,
Oh.
and two SDC guards flank him
I
as
told
he
him to shut up.
turns to both of you.
Oh.
Fine again.
Hello again.
Hi.
Sorry about this.
I didn't expect this to be our next meeting.
I didn't either.
Gemnis, we need to talk about your men.
We need to talk about your attitude.
He does have an attitude problem.
That's fair. I apologize. That quip wasn't meant for you. I was knocked unconscious pursuing the attacker of your son.
After drawing your sword on my men,
Yes, because they prevented us from chasing the attacker of your son.
that's not your job to do.
Kinda is.
Tell my men where they must go, and they will complete the task.
They haven't thus far, and you have a bloody army
You
of them.
didn't
also-
tell them where to go.
We made more progress than all of your men in one afternoon.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna say, on the side, we lost her because we weren't able to continue pursuing her, so we have no idea.
Yeah, his knuckles are like white, by the way. He's clenching his fists.
We can continue. We were trying to
I'm
continue
softly
investigating.
banging my head
I
against the
can't hear
wall.
you.
Over so.
You're speaking so softly.
Sorry, it's a soft-spoken person. We were trying to continue. We were trying to look into who had done it for several reasons, but as Wienerman came, we weren't able to continue chasing after the late woman, and we lost her, unfortunately.
You, Sadok, need to learn your place. Your outbursts will get you killed one day, surely. Control that temper of yours.
This is coming from a man who nearly beat Ranger to a pulp.
Are you saying that?
Oh my lord.
You weren't there.
You weren't there.
You don't know that.
You don't know that happened.
You told me it happened.
No, she
I
didn't.
didn't know that happened.
No, she didn't.
I don't know that happened?
No.
You don't know what happened.
Oh, okay.
Only
I know.
Only
that.
Grawl and Soren know that.
Only both of us
Oh,
know.
yeah.
and We didn't say anything.
I would have known because I'm assuming you told me.
Well, you
that.
don't. Did you tell
I
her?
don't think they
No,
did.
you didn't.
No.
Yeah, no. Only both of us know. And we didn't
Only
know
Grawl and
anything.
Soren know that happened.
I apologize. Retcon. I mean, I
Your
just kind
outbursts.
of, I don't have a response. I just kind of grunt and give him a look and run away. I don't really have anything to say to that.
And no one hired you to find this girl.
No one did. We were sort of altruistic.
Leave it to my men. It is
Alright.
their job and their job alone. Am I clear?
Question. Is he
He's talking to us.
okay? Totally talking to them.
Everyone.
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 But
Oh,
he's facing us
okay.
because we're on the other side.
Yeah,
of the
because we're on
conversation.
He's like he's going back and forth between you two and generally talking to everyone.
Oh, okay.
Now, you've done me a favor in the past. And he takes out a key. Consider this debt repaid. I want no more trouble. I do not want to hear of any of you doing anything out of the ordinary. Make your trades, conduct your business, leave the city.
Okay.
And leave.
You walk into a bar.
I mean, no, sorry, has not opened the door yet?
No.
I'm waiting for him to open the door. I didn't say anything.
He tosses the key into your cell.
Okay. I'm gonna take the key in.
And he does like a what is it, fucking about face. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, he does an about face. And the
You
SEC
lock the door from the inside.
Before
No,
You
he's
lock
not-
a cell door from the inside.
No, you reach your hands through the bars and unlock it from the other side.
Before he goes, actually, I'm gonna like.
Yeah, he's
kind of
beginning to march
very,
off.
very quietly and like very nervously because I know this is gonna be bad ground. How's your son doing?
Oh god.
He gives you a quick side eye, stares at you,
I just want to check.
marches off.
Okay, take that as a good. With a locked door.
Okay.
I really want to make his mouth taste like bin juice. But I feel like the implications of doing so are so great.
He would
Even
know.
Sadok would be like, yeah.
Maybe next
I'm
time.
unlocking the door.
Maybe next
Wait.
Next time.
So you slip the key in. There's a click. Creaks open.
Does it work in the other door?
Okay.
We need to go speak to Adali.
We need to
Now.
go speak to Dolly and.
Grawl and I also have a job to do.
I'm glad you remember that. I was kind of thinking you
I was
wouldn't.
And I know you would let us.
Oh, of course I would.
You'd let us fucking run off, and then we come back to the docks like in a year's time, and be like, you fuckers.
Yeah, I would do that.
You fuckers make it up.
I can't actually remember what the nature of the job
Okay,
was.
so let's stop in with the mayor's house is before the dock, so we'll stop in with the mayor. Why do we want to speak to the mayor? If Dolly's a pushover, he's not going to do anything for us.
He has to listen to
not
us.
going to.
He has
He
to.
is a fucking pushover.
Maybe we
I
can
am
get.
supposed
He
to
was
be.
on the verge of tears.
I understand that, but without, he has to understand that without me, half the city's going to die.
Oh no.
And if Gemnis is gonna make us,
Gemnis didn't tell us to leave. He just told us to be.
he
normal.
told us to leave the city.
He told me and them to leave, and we don't normally live here.
I grabbed Sadok by the shoulder and I punched him in the face.
Roll an attack.
Oh my god.
I'm still tired.
Roll initiation.
He
Oh my god. 11. So.
Are you trying to dodge this, Sarlacc?
What?
I'm gonna be honest, Terry. Dolly's not gonna be able to do anything.
No.
Okay, you see it coming, and you could dodge it, but you let him hit you.
I'm hating that song.
Sorry.
Roll
more
damage.
and more.
Arm strike,
Dolly
D4.
or Gymnast?
Huh?
It's not arm strike, so
I
D4.
told you Gymnast was
Plus your
gonna
strength.
help
Yeah.
us.
Take 5 damage.
Doesn't give a shit about honor.
Oof.
13.
And then I turn and
It's like
walk
government
towards
everywhere.
the dockmaster's place.
The docks.
Yeah.
The Portmaster?
Yeah.
The
Okay.
I forget his
Dockmaster.
name.
You know, I'm gonna go with him.
You say nothing?
I still have to find my
I
bird.
call it Grawl.
I just keep walking.
I'm gonna walk over to
I just.
Sonic.
You know what?
Like, I'm sorry.
I'm walking over to Sonic and
Okay, stop.
I just come up and join Grawl, and then I start walking.
I'm gonna
You know
walk over
what?
to them and ask, why did he punch you?
Orc things.
You know what? I'm gonna go up to them and tell them I'll meet you guys later. I have to go do something real quick. Find my fucking bird. I have to find my fucking bird.
You know what?
Did you want to like
I
explain
wish
that?
Nah.
Why would you? Why would you?
Because it wasn't recorded. You have a bird and it's missing, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I was supposed to find. Do you want me to explain it?
You can, if you'd like to.
Okay, so
But you'd explain it in character. You have to tell them.
Oh fuck you!
He'd sent it after this lady.
there was a long story short when we went to see Adalia a long while ago. And
2 cycles ago.
2 days. Whatever. Two long ago. We were trying. It was when we were first trying to find Veronica, and there was a woman. I thought it was her, and so I sent my raven to track her, and it wasn't her because my raven didn't come back to me, and I don't know where my raven went, so I have to find it. It was a stupid mistake.
She was
Yeah,
very,
that was
It was very
You know,
stupid.
actually, let me just.
He
have any
faithfully
idea what
follows
this
his
woman
commands.
My raven's very
She-
faithful.
The woman was wearing. What page is it on? She was a half elf.
Half elf.
Wearing a long, bright blue dress, and her clothes looked expensive, and she was a blonde.
So, inner circle.
What was the name?
I'm
of-
thinking in a circle, or at least like the merchant area.
I think
Magnus
Linda might know
Culberson.
anyone of that
You could
with that
check.
description.
She might.
Okay.
I'm gonna head with them to the port.
All right.
Okay. Are you splitting off from the group?
I'll split off from the group. I'll go
Okay.
to the.
Don't get
hold on.
hit by skeletons.
Is your base attack bonus added to the
I'll
damage?
try.
No.
Okay, cool.
Oh wait. Do you have a spell? Before we split.
Ah! I do!
Yeah, but who are you gonna use it on?
I'm gonna use it on Marin. Oh fuck, how does this
Wait,
work? Hold
does.
on.
Hoping not.
Un momento, por
I mean, if
favor.
it's like a buff spell, I would put it on Grawl.
No, it's
No,
a cure disease.
It's remove sickness.
I'll take it.
Oh. Yeah, this
Well,
is
the
why,
only people that need
this
it
is
is
why
me
Stone
and
Face
you,
Riley
because
is so
no,
annoying.
no,
What are we?
Oh.
Are
No,
we
you-
immune
you
because
just
we're
forgot
the
the
half-orcs?
first
So you're a half-orc?
Alright,
Turn your full.
I just cast it
Okay.
on you.
Do I feel better?
You feel like really good. You feel like very like healthy. You feel strong, powerful.
Do I feel
You get +4 morale bonus on saving throws against disease, nausea, and sickened effects.
Well, I'm assuming okay.
So when you save against diseases, you get +4 on them.
Oh, that's great. For how long?
For 10 minutes per level, so 20 minutes.
Fantastic. I'm not even gonna write that down.
Okay, so that did not do it. It's like what I
This is
What do
organized
you
with
do in
release
the
effects when you see
morning?
spell. Yeah. So
I guess.
That's a really bad name for a spell that just helps you resist disease.
Yeah,
It
no,
should be
that's-
like,
that's so
resist
misleading.
you gotta read the
sickness.
spell.
No, I did. It just hold on.
It
let
says
me-
you quell the feelings of illness and nausea in the target.
No,
giving
for
it a-
me it's a suppressed disease, nausea, and the sickened condition.
Click the spell again. Like click. That's like a general overview. When you
I
click it, you get more
fucking
specific.
hate you.
Yeah, they should have.
That's like the subtext.
That is so bad.
No, it's not.
That is terrible. What do you mean?
The subtext give you like, oh, it kind of does this, and then you're like, oh, I'm interested in that. Let me read exactly what it does.
You know,
That is fucking
they should
awful.
name it
No.
like resist.
Suppress
It
sickness.
should be resistant.
Well, because what it does is it also, if you already have a sickness, it suppresses the effects of the sickness for the duration.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm feeling better.
So actually, your constitution is at maximum for 20 minutes.
So I'm at full health for 20 minutes.
Yeah. Well, no, your maximum health increases for 20 minutes.
So I'm at 13 and still fantastic.
Dumb spell.
I know, it's
It's
fucking
very
bad.
What is a level 1 spell? Yeah, it's a level 1 spell.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
the
my
potion was
level 1
70.
spells are sick.
What's a level 1 spell?
You can make your mouth taste like bin juice,
That's
bro.
a level 0
That's
spell.
Even better.
Wait, is there anything else you guys want to do before
Wait, I don't have
Soren
Sorry
heads
for
off?
wasting your spell like
That's
that.
a level
Fine.
1.
At least you'll
I
feel
have level
better
0 and
for
level 2.
minutes.
No, you don't.
Okay, you wrote wrong. Whatever.
Before we start off, do you want to set up a meeting point at the end, by the end of the
Oh
day?
yeah, where do you?
By the
Hey,
end of the cycle?
hey,
By the end of the
Hey,
day. Shut the fuck up.
where do we want to
Riley.
meet at
What?
the end of the cycle?
This is
By the end of the cycle.
yeah.
I mean,
Why are we with them?
Wow, that's just
Ouch.
rude. I'm hurt now, girl.
Grawl.
You hurt my feelings.
Grawl, they've helped us.
With what?
I'd be dead without Zara.
He saved Sada's
Why
life
did we
like 3
follow
times.
Veronica? She's not our concern.
According to the dream, she is.
You know, you listen to dreams. They're kind of important.
Grawl,
We
all
all had
of
the
us.
same dream.
A witch's tale. Now
You
walk
say that, you know.
We'll meet you at Quintus.
Okay.
Where?
Are you gonna go with them?
Oh, Glenn. I thought you said Clintus. I'm like, what is that? mean?
Clintus.
Yeah, with Cletus.
We'll meet at Cletus's.
Love and Isle. I mean,
Alright, so you guys are splitting up into
I'm going
duos?
with them.
Oh, you're going with them. Okay.
Because I feel like I'd be more useful.
Nethra, I'm gonna do your part separate from theirs.
Oh.
I'll do yours first. Roll a survival check to try and track.
This is the die you need.
Nat 20.
Anyway, so you kind of wander back into the outskirts of the outer rim for a bit, where you think that the woman came from, kind of like just out haphazardly, where you remember her seeing her walk towards the mayor's house. And you start heading into the outer rim, scanning the skies, looking for your bird anywhere. And surprisingly, very quickly, you spot a black figure kind of like floating around in the sky.
Did I give my raven a name?
Yeah. Right?
Did I?
You must have.
I had to have.
Write it down.
Just say raven.
No.
Giant raven, come down from the sky!
Roll a handle animal check.
What?
Roll a handle animal check.
Handle animal.
a giant raven comes down. It is not yours.
I really need to come up with a wait. Handle animal?
Yes,
Okay.
you handle animals with the handle animal check.
Ooh, you got.
8.
You hear it call back to you, majestic in the wind, but it continues circling around the same area.
All right. I'm gonna call him Icarus. That's his name.
Cool. His
I don't
feathers
wanna
melt
go-
off and he falls.
All right. Cool. That's fine. That's totally fine.
Careful.
That's a good
Icarus.
name.
That is a good name.
Careful, Icarus.
Are you?
I watched too much Craig Ferguson. Don't worry.
Can I call to him again?
Sure.
Icarus, come down, please.
You waste 8 days.
Ooh, that's better.
23.
Dives down, slowly kind of like flaps to slow himself and just lands right on your arm.
Nice.
Kind of pecks at your beak as like a hello.
I haven't seen you in
A day.
A cycle. Two
2
cycles.
cycles. I haven't seen you in a. Was it a cycle or 2 cycles?
It was like a cycle and a half because it was like, yeah.
I haven't seen you in a cycle. It's been so long. Nice. All right. Cool. Well, that was fast. I guess I should.
You rolled a nat 20 to find
I
him.
guess I should go to the docks now.
Yeah, sure. You like run back. Hey guys, wait! I found him.
Hey, I found him.
Did you really?
Yeah, I found him.
I found him. Yeah.
You're just walking down the Seaman's March and he was like, he
I
dashed
rolled
off
a
after
nat
you.
20. Like
I was wondering.
You guys are like halfway down the Seaman's March before you hear Soren shouting after you.
Hey guys, wait! I found him.
Oh.
Hardly was lost, wasn't it? Did you misplace your bird?
Listen.
You would be very surprised how easy that is to do.
Why does the bird have a pet bird?
You know.
It's a strange world we live in. Don't ask any more questions.
To be honest, Carl, I thought it was a good question.
Okay. So you guys make your way across the Seaman's March heading towards the port. You have...
When we head into the port, I want to just check in with my ship. So like.
Oh, yeah, of
break
course.
off briefly.
Well, you guys make it to the gate, the giant wall that separates the city from the port itself.
Oh, we need to papers.
Your papers.
Oh, we never got papers. Oh.
Because you failed.
I didn't fail. I
You know
led
what?
a communist
You
revolution.
can probably check in today and he'll give them to you. At least
There's two
Right. I
SDC
forgot
guards.
you wanted to get papers for me. I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
two SDC guards stand in front of the
Oh.
gateway.
I'm gonna turn to them really quickly. You know what? I forgot you guys don't have papers. Why don't you head to the mayor's house really quickly, and I'm just gonna pop.
Marin, is that you?
Yeah, hi.
One of the guards say it's Cal.
Oh, hey, Cal. How you doing?
Fine, I guess. Glad I'm not at the mayor's house.
Yeah.
Bit busy down there. Gemna seemed really mad about something.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
I'm surprised he's still here. I suppose his son is staying in Adali's.
Yeah.
His son was in pretty bad shape when we saw him last time.
Glad he's doing better.
He is.
Yeah. So, I think we need.
Just kind of like shift my way from one foot to another. I walk over and extend a hand. Yosefi Krakowski.
What language is that?
Communist.
Piece of
Roll
actual garbage. I fucking hate you, and I want you to know
The
that.
communist language.
My memes will permeate this D&D session. That's a deep cut right there.
God, I fucking hate you so much.
I think was that? Yeah, no, that's.
I
It was like it's semi between, if that makes sense.
What?
You sure that's a
I
good
don't think
idea?
it's a good idea. because
11
it feels
plus
like a
4.
I
character.
don't think I
Sounds
want
like
to
gibberish to me.
get this again.
You're right. I'm sorry.
I don't think affection's
I know.
for him.
No.
Oh.
I just feel like.
Other people in the outer ring talking about you.
Really? What do they say about me?
Yes, but
So curious how things are going
Like a hurt burn.
with Adali?
what the fuck is that supposed to
Like
be?
a
Dolly.
raven.
I only overheard.
Not you.
Ah,
My bird's not hurt.
yes.
I,
If you were
Personally,
taking care of your
I don't
bird
give a
when it
shit.
was hurt.
Well,
I mean, I guess.
what can I do for you, Marin?
You've surely taken. Oh, what?
What can I do for you, Marin?
I was going to just hop in for a minute, but I think we need to head.
Can I
to
see your
Mary's
papers?
house, actually. I have them.
Yeah. You head on in.
I think we need to go to the mayor's house first, right? Or-
Probably.
What for?
we need to just check in with the Dolly, and we've forgotten until we walked here.
All right.
Yeah, so.
Well, see you in a bit then.
question: how strict is the doc on paperwork?
Very strict.
Very
Very
strict.
Ah.
Especially after the events of a few cycles ago.
Yeah, so we're just gonna head to Dolly's now.
Witnessed that at all?
No.
The
Well, we
dock-
helped.
I don't go into the dock area. I only guard the entrance.
Wait, what happened in the docks a few seconds?
I don't know if I can say. Ask Magnus. He might be more willing to speak, but it's.
Bunch of pirates came, trying to steal things.
Oh, you know, I'm gonna
We
go.
killed them.
I will definitely check in with
What?
Magnus on that.
Huh?
All right.
Okay, I need to.
Okay.
Long story.
You know, you need to recount that story to me
Yeah, you're
in
not
crystal clear detail.
Yeah.
We need to talk to Magnus.
No. We're going to.
Do you have your papers, big guy?
How about another staring contest?
Roll a Constitution save.
I am walking to the mayor's house as this is happening.
Alright, well, you and I are
18.
walking
He immediately, almost like 5 seconds after the contest starts, he blinks. Ah, fuck. So there's dust in my eye.
I won.
You'll get better at it.
You'll need your papers.
What?
We're gonna go to the
I
mayor's
won.
house. That's
There's
it.
dust in my eye.
Bro. It's okay, buddy.
You
I
know,
don't like him.
the
He's
papers
shitty.
look very pretty.
Hey, Grub.
I don't like paper.
Do you want a prize for winning?
Sure.
I give Grawl one copper piece made to look like a silver piece.
Do you tell him? What do you mean made to look like a silver piece?
I use my
Prestidigitation?
yeah.
To change the color for an hour?
Then I definitely think it's a silver.
Okay.
I'm slowly losing copper to rewarding you for good
I mean,
behavior.
that's my only cash now.
You can't be trusted.
But you also have that potion.
No.
No, he took it.
Oh, you
took
took
my potion.
He took the potion from
What
me.
potion?
That was the
The potion
smart
of courage.
Oh yeah!
The melted
No
gold.
way am I gonna let him keep winning a roll? How much was that worth again?
300 gold.
Yeah, I didn't
Oh
ready to
my
give a
God.
300 gold potion to
But
Grawl.
it's good for me, dude.
Yeah, but I'll throw it at you
It-
when you need
It
it.
teaches him responsibility.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll get him a gold
We're
fish.
gonna get him.
We'll get him a goldfish.
We're gonna get him a pet fucking rock. I don't trust him with a fish.
Yeah, you know what? Pet rock is the better call here.
I'll
Yeah.
probably use it to give someone.
That is true.
You just chuck it at someone's head. So you guys are heading back down the Seaman's March.
Teach his pet to be protective.
Alright, let's go.
So we head to Dolly's.
Yeah,
Alright.
let's go to Dubs.
You make your way down the Seaman's March, kind of feeling foolish for having to walk twice. Some of the sailors give you odd looks.
You know, I don't care.
Oh, shut up!
They've
And
done.
then-
I am positive they've done the same thing at least once, and I'm.
I mean,
They always have the papers on them if they head into the city.
No,
What,
I'm
you've
sure
never
some of
been-
them like just go there and then just realize they've like forgotten something at the inn or something. Like they backtracked at least once in their
You
life.
never. When I
they're shady
backtrack,
looking people though.
when I backtrack, when I have to go
Fucking
backwards,
say
I don't
that.
get
Most of
weird
them
looks
know
from
me.
people.
My Raven's
6'8".
like scanning people
Guys.
staring at us.
One at a time.
My Raven is scanning people staring at us and he's cawing at them aggressively.
Okay. So yeah, I guess we just.
Yeah, I mean, we get to what's that? What? Are we at Dolly's?
Yeah, you go to Dolly's. There are 2 guards posted in front of Dolly's house as usual.
Just gonna say, hey.
Business with the mayor, I assume.
Yes.
Correct.
It's been a very long day. The beginning of the
Brightening.
brightening. It's been
Roll a persuasion check.
a long day.
Long cycle.
Long cycle, yes.
Oh my lord.
That's a 14.
Honestly, just head on in.
Thank you.
Thank you, friend.
Thank you.
Just don't go upstairs.
Okay.
Wait, question.
Demnis would be
I
upset.
forgot
Oh,
what
Gimnus
the guy's
is
name was.
upstairs.
What?
I forgot what the son's name was.
Cedric.
Cedric?
Is Gimnus inside?
Yes.
Cedric.
How is Cedric doing?
He's feeling better. He's actually been able to walk for a little bit.
Good for him.
Is he eating?
He's
drinking
eating. He's
properly?
eating. Most of the dead flesh is peeled off at this point.
Okay,
Good.
that's good to hear. Is he
Nice.
recovering well?
He seems to be healthy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully, he'll be back on duty within the week.
Alright, sounds good.
And he just opens the door for you.
Yeah, so I'm heading to the mayor's office.
Let's go.
I swear to fuck, if Gemnis is inside of Dolly's office, I'm gonna.
He's not, he's upstairs.
And besides, Gimnus would know that you have business with the mayor. That's not unusual.
We're
You're
not getting
researching
it in
a blight.
True Blade.
It's not unusual.
It's not unusual to find love with anyone.
I want that to be a gif.
Oh, what?
Well, that will never exist because GIFs aren't fucking real.
You know
But a
what?
GIF maybe.
Oh
You know
my
what,
god, you
Luke?
elitist
The
pig.
creator says it's called gif.
Creators can be wrong.
Yeah, but like that's what I grew up calling it. I'm
Okay.
not changing it.
You guys head into Dolly's office. Dolly's like hunched over his desk over a bunch of paperwork. His hair is kind of a mess, kind of tangled around his horns. His tail is swishing nervously.
You doing okay?
What? What? Don't barge in my room, please. I'm working. What do you need? What do you need?
Papers.
Papers. Oh, God, sorry, I forgot. Oh, you didn't come in this brightening. I had. Do you need papers for Soren?
Thorn,
Sorry.
and I think those two have an issue with them. They need papers.
Magnus sent me something. Hold on. Give me just a moment, please.
Of course.
All right. He rummages through his desk, searching for certain things. He takes out like a bit of like a crumpled couple documents and hands them to you, just like without looking. Like,
Are these papers?
those are Soren's.
Okay, I have Soren. Got papers now.
And he rummages
Nice.
through. Here you are. These are from specially organized from Magnus.
Thank you.
They should only last you about a cycle.
Great.
He says you only need 1 cycle to do whatever you're doing.
Would it be possible to get the same papers for these two? They're working with us now.
I have papers all the fucking time.
Marin works at the port.
She works
I,
at the port.
I work there.
Oh, really? Oh, I apologize.
I've told you this.
And Soren, I assume that you're good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it right that I heard that you all were at the new explosions last night?
Look, Idali.
It's a long story, okay?
You know,
things got twisted.
It
There
was, you know,
there-
the lady
a lot
that
of
attacked
confusion.
the god. I think she had something to do with it.
Oh,
Yeah. It's not
seems to
great
be a lot
how-
of that happening
Yeah, you know-
recently.
No, but it happened the night that she attacked the guard too, so I think it's connected.
Must be. Never been an explosion before in my town.
Yes, absolutely.
This just won't do.
I'm sorry.
You doing okay, Ellie?
Do you need any help?
Idali, would you
He like scratches back his horns like.
I put my hand
Idali,
on
would
his
you
shoulder.
like the amount of explosions to be less?
More than anything.
Would you say that would be our job to make there be less explosions in the city?
No. Wherever you people go, the explosions happen.
Just
Let
look.
the FTC handle it, please.
No. Sorry.
Gemnis himself is here. He can handle it. I swear.
Fucking scared.
Okay, we can whisper it, Dolly. All I need you to hear. I just need you to say the words. Sonic, make the explosions go away.
You make them happen.
No, shh, no, we
You were
don't.
there last
I have a
night.
fucking guitar.
We were there last night because we were chasing the woman that attacked Cedric.
The explosions only ever happen when you are with that woman.
I was never with that
We
woman.
were never
before.
with that woman. We just
Yeah,
saw
You
her.
said you saw her.
Yeah,
We saw her
On the
but
night
we
of the
were trying
explosions.
to catch her.
No, but we saw
I am a
her.
superstitious man. Let me have my superstitions. I don't think you should pursue this.
Okay,
Let
we'll go to
Gemnis
the
handle
docks
it.
now.
He was so mad. He wouldn't stop yelling.
I'm sorry, he can get very angry.
He gets unnecessarily
Oh, I know.
angry.
Oh, I know.
Do you want some like tea or something?
No. I just need to finish my work. I need to file all this paperwork.
You know, good luck.
Sonic kind of looks
Can I
at
give
Dolly
him-
like.
Can I give him a pat on the back?
Yeah, sure.
I pick up one of the
Pat on
papers
the
on
back.
the table and I kind of compare it to
Please,
the one
please,
I have.
please.
Do you not? Grawl,
Not
put it down.
to
Grawl, I'll give you.
anything with
You know what? Grawl.
I hand him the one that he gave me.
Don't you need the... okay.
Hey, Dolly, it's
Okay.
okay.
I take.
Wait, does he take it?
I take the paper back. Give it to Grawl. Take the
No,
paper from Grawl.
no. We haven't now. Let's just go.
He's
No,
not gonna
that's
look at the
not a
board.
good paper.
What paper did he take?
He
He
took
took
a
a different
paper.
one.
Can I take the paper out of his hand? Girl, can I have that? What paper am I looking at?
He's filing reports the deaths.
I take the paper from Sana and give it to Idali. I can take the paper. I am so.
Just can we stop? The paper just went in a circle, and it's just ended in Dolly's hand. He was like,
What do you need?
I'm patting
You
his back.
just
I'm
imagine.
so sorry.
You just imagine going to
I'm
the
so scared
docks.
now.
I kind of laugh at him.
"Hey, Dolly,
Do
can I
not.
quickly? Can I? Quick, what's the pen equivalent of D&D or a
Pen?
Pathfinder?
There's an ink pen.
A quill. Quill and ink.
Hey, Dolly, can I borrow a
I
quill?
have an ink pen.
Ha! I have one
An
for you
inkwell
right
pen?
here.
No, it's
Plus a
called
feather.
an ink pen.
Yeah, it's an inkwell, yeah. It's like it has the ink inside of it.
Yeah,
You know what?
fantastic.
We're just gonna go.
Brilliant.
Thank you for your help, Dolly.
Can I get my paper back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We'll be on our way.
We made
Okay.
sure that happened.
If you need anything, let me know.
That's,
And I'll bring you in for questioning at some point.
you know, just like call us and we'll bring some nice tea.
That sounds nice.
Yes, we'll make sure it's all right.
Couple explosions.
No
Can
explosions.
you? No,
Oh my
not
God.
that, not that.
No
We
explosions.
promise there will be no explosions.
Still working on a cure for the blade, by the way, just so you know.
Can I use whisper to call? It's okay, buddy. There will be explosions.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I've done that.
Okay.
So we're heading out. Yeah. I am heading as quietly out of the office as I can. I don't
Roll.
want Dennis to see us.
What's your stealth bonus?
My stealth bonus.
Yeah.
Where is that?
Is
+3.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Alright.
Alright, you guys head outside. You leave Adali's home, head down the T-Man's March again. You approach Cal. Back so soon.
Papers.
Thank you very much. You said you were going to talk to Magnus, right?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Slip him off.
No, I
Oh.
my papers.
Oh,
Here are
okay.
my papers.
Here are my papers, you piece of shit.
Yes, we're going to talk to Magnus.
Dr. Magnus, he actually just left.
Oh.
Where did he go?
Do you know where he was going?
I assume to his father's shop.
What?
I assume to his father's shop. I think he said something about his calder.
You know what? We'll just go there.
Do you know where his
Talk to
Do
him.
you know where his father's shop is?
I'm probably what I feel like.
Roll knowledge local.
Oh come on! Like I was around with my dad, and he probably went there once.
Yeah, you don't know where his father's
11.
shop is. You didn't really.
Where's his father's shop?
11.
Somewhere near the Central Plaza, I think. I've
What
never
do
been there
you say?
myself. Calder's Cash.
Ah, that
Calder's
I
Catch?
got 11.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't know where it is.
Okay, so you know, I'm gonna go find someone else in the city who looks like a local and not a sailor.
Okay.
Alright, well, let's just go. To
Yeah, you
the
head back to the
Plaza.
Central Plaza to talk to
Yeah,
some
yeah,
of
we're good.
the folks
We
there.
got that. We know where it is.
Cal told him? No, he said it was near the central.
No, he said it was called.
He gave us the name.
Go to the Central Plaza. Let me ask
Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot the name. Calder's what?
Catch.
Calder's Catch.
Calder's Catch, yeah.
Catch.
Catch.
Calder's Catch.
I don't know.
How do you spell Calder?
C-A-L-D-E-R.
Thank you.
Okay, we go there.
Okay. So you guys head to the Central Plaza, and it's not going to be hard to like find the place. It's most people who live in the city know where it is. It's number 9 on the map.
Where's 9? You can't see the map. Fantastic. Oh, that's like pretty much
Yeah.
Nice.
It's basically like opposite Ranger's shop.
Oh, so we would have passed it.
No, it's on the other side of the plaza. You probably like walked by it a few times, but you never really like seen the sign. But you talk to a few locals. You get directions from them.
Oh, this is that shop.
Yeah, and you head over. There's a large like fish hook hanging over the door, and like the words "Calder's Catch" inscribed into a sign hanging from it.
Nice decoration.
This looks like the place.
The door opens and closes.
Closed.
It's like a shop, right?
Yeah.
That's what I had.
Right.
You don't need to know.
The door's locked.
Oh, it is. Okay, then we're not going to figure it out.
Alright, hold on just a minute.
Is that like Magnus's voice?
It's not. It's not Magnus's
It's been 2 weeks since I heard it last.
Yeah, I know. And after a moment, you hear a click, and the door comes open, and before you is the largest human man you have ever
bigger than
seen.
me?
He is about the same size as you.
Oh shit.
He is this huge
Wait,
man.
how tall are you?
6'8".
Oh shit.
Huge, like, hulking man.
A foot taller.
Kind of like, he's got like logs for arms almost, like tree trunk sized arms. Wearing this large kind of apron almost, covered in like sort of like fish like hook designs and like anchors. And he's got like a large like tribal looking tattoo going across one of his like thick biceps.
Thick.
Yeah, he's thick.
Dummy thick.
And he stands in front of the doorway. Can I help you?
Oh, we were trying to find Magnus. We had some business with him and we were told he might be found too.
I'm trying to have a private moment with my son. If you could wait just a moment.
Of course.
Jesus,
we
apologies,
apologize
we'll be
for
on our
that.
way.
No,
I
no,
put
no.
on the apron
We-
while they're talking.
We start making tea while you're there.
He doesn't say anything, he kind of like notices it.
We apologize for interrupting. We'll just be out here.
Not a moment. He closed the door.
As soon as the door shuts, 5 seconds later. What's your name?
You probably assume, right?
Huh?
You probably assume.
Assume?
Yeah.
He said his way left.
I think
You could probably
Calder.
assume.
Calder.
It's Calder, yeah.
Oh, I think Calder.
Oh.
What's
I
that?
thought it was Codlers.
What's his name again? Master.
Magnus?
Magnus. What's the last name?
Calderson.
Calderson.
His name's Calderson.
No.
No,
His name is Calder Olafsson.
Because he's the son of Calder. Do you not?
Oh, we're running off the Icelandic system. Cool, got it. Sorry,
Oh.
I'm stupid.
That makes so much sense. Oh my god.
Wow.
Calderson. No.
If his dad's name was Calder, then that's what it would be.
You can okay, I'm stupid, but like, come on. Like,
That's pretty stupid of you.
how was I to assume that in this mythical city that they use the Icelandic like system, like the Nordic system of naming people?
His name is Magnus
knew his name was.
Calderson.
Yeah, but there are white people from like the UK with names Christensen.
Yeah.
Their dad is
Is this the UK?
This is also not modern times.
You get my point.
That's what we're fighting about outside.
Yeah, after you guys finish a bit of an argument, like, wait, his name's Calderson?
There are a couple of people walking past and you can hear them. What's Iceland?
What's Iceland? What the fuck?
What is this Iceland? That sounds
It's
spooky.
a fantasy series that Sonic and I both read as kids.
Yes.
Okay, I'll buy that.
I have a crush on the lead
The,
heroine.
the Iceland series by
Wait,
Jeff Johns.
His girlfriend is from Iceland.
Don't worry about it. It's okay.
But after a minute or two, the door unlocks and opens again, and Magnus kind of walks out. Thank you.
Hi,
Hello,
Magnus.
Hello.
Afternoon. Oh, it's afternoon or morning?
It's approaching mid-bright. It's just after the brightening.
Wait, so how do you say that in terms of this? Because it wouldn't be afternoon.
Mid-bright.
Mid-bright?
Yeah.
Oh, so mid-bright.
There's a good cycle for just all around, like general all around greeting.
Okay.
What?
I think this ring is nice as
Psycho.
yeah, I guess. Sorry.
Change the world!
I didn't make it up.
What?
I'll be Magnus.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Look, we remembered that you've hired us and we're here to help. What can we do?
Yes. What do you mean you remembered? You've been
Yes.
hired.
No, we've been studying.
Yes.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Yes.
But I'll need you a bit past midnight.
Ah, I see.
The shipment will come in at the dimming.
Okay, do you need us at the docks?
I need you at the docks
Okay.
about an hour before dimming. I will brief you then, and we will be prepared.
Can do.
I was just wondering about the attack that had happened on the docks a couple days ago.
Your friends here were there.
Yeah,
We.
Have you not told them?
I feel like you would be more reliable source.
Well, bandits attacked the dock,
Ouch.
stole some resources that we needed,
Sonic, I remember that.
and made off with them. Your friends here murdered them, mostly.
Excuse me.
You
You're
did.
protecting your men.
You murdered them, mostly.
Protecting your men.
Feels in character.
That's
And now we wait.
To-
Do you know any, like, I don't suppose you caught any of the, bandits, what they look like or anything?
They were all black. Am I right?
We can elaborate a bit further. Magnus then sent us to chase them. We did. And we found them underwater. They were creating some kind of bubble somehow.
Magic?
And they had,
A fish lady.
yes. What was she carrying, girl?
A broken sword.
A sickle. Look, there was something. Come here. And I pull Mara aside, like,
Yeah.
and I go, okay, in our dream, I don't know about yours, there was something about a sickle of the sea, and they made off with a sickle in the sea. And I kind of go back to. Was that, so that I assumed that they could.
Yeah. Magnus kind of saw you like bring Maren aside and whisper in her ear. They didn't question it too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
And Maren,
Did the ship get a job yet?
not yet.
Thank you for your time.
It's quite a small ship. We have large shipments going out. I apologize. Hopefully you'll get to work soon.
It's fine.
I can
You
put in a
don't
word for your ship if you like.
You don't need to. I thank you for all your assistance.
All right. Did
Magnus, I'm sorry. Just. Look, we discussed this before, and I just.
you? This is not a negotiation of price.
Nope. I'm not speaking of price, I assure you.
For once. Go on.
When the things were stolen, like with the pirates, I
Yes.
asked you if there was anything valuable. Now, are you sure that there was nothing there in particular that someone might want to steal?
He kind of like thinks for a minute. His hand like kind of like twisted a ring on his index finger. Not that I know of.
Can I sense motive?
Well, he was gonna keep talking, but
Oh, sorry.
if you
No, continue. Sorry, I thought you were done.
there was iron, there was silver, there was obsidian. Basic materials to build weapons out of, straight from the Stabber Mountains. That is where your shipment came from, yes?
Yes, but your docks are one of the most well guarded around, I assume.
They're just-
Yes, I'm surprised that they were able to get in, likely because they did not have a ship.
Here's my question. Why steal from your docks when you could get the very same resources anywhere else?
Yeah, they could have robbed Ula.
I could not tell you. Your best guess is as good as mine. My only assumption is that they don't want to go all the way to the Starbucks.
That's fair.
Can I send motive now?
You may.
Oh, the side question about how old is
I know,
Magnus?
but I just
Magnus, he's probably like late 20s.
Oh, so we're the same age.
You're early 20s.
18.
He's probably like 4 years older than you.
24.
He's like 27, 28.
He's like
Ow,
2, 3,
he's
4
young.
years older than me.
To be portmaster.
Oh, so then he
His-
really
yeah.
couldn't.
His father was portmaster before him.
Oh, I know that.
And
Oh, so
and
we would have been like kids whenever our dad jumped in.
yeah.
Shit.
Oh,
Oh,
so
fuck.
He knew your father because he was a teenager when your father was working with his father.
I mean,
Question.
my father was working with his father like the entire life, right?
What?
His entire life, my father would have been working with his father.
Yes,
Oh,
so
it's-
we would have
question.
known each other too because, yeah. So
but not very
what-
closely.
not very closely.
Would I have
seen
known
each
him
other.
as well?
You guys,
Like-
you've spoken with him
'cause, like,
before.
We've
You
been together like most
right?
of our
He's seen you
lives.
before. You've never really like like made a connection.
That's fair.
Would you roll?
25.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, he seems a little nervous at your question. There's something else he's thinking of. The kind of like nervous tick of his ring is kind of like a tell.
Would I pick
Sorry,
up on that?
is
at
that?
all?
I don't know if
You wouldn't really be looking for it.
I don't know if you will elaborate on this, but I may as well ask. Is that something that seems to be just his tell, like in poker, or does that seem to be he's absent-mindedly thinking of it and therefore touching it?
Thinking of the ring?
Yes.
I'm trying to think.
I mean, if
It's
you don't
not
wanna
necessarily like a tell. It's more like a nervous tick. Like if he like is like
Yeah.
a bit nervous.
Yeah, tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. A tell is a thing you do when you're nervous.
Roll
or
an
lying.
insight check. Roll another insight check.
Okay.
Since motive.
Fuck. Sensitive. Fuck. It's Pathfinder. I swear.
17 plus 7, so 24.
Yeah. You're not quite sure. It seems like a tick, but
24, man.
it could possibly be something else.
Probably the tech.
Might not just be a tick.
Okay, cool. Still, so
That's a nice ring you got there, man.
From my understanding, a tick is something very different. But okay, we'll move on.
What do you? No, I take it something
I
like.
associate a tick with Tourette's.
Wait, what?
Which
No,
is
no,
like
No, no.
Okay,
no,
guess.
because like I mean that's what we like.
That's not what I mean.
Look, I'm Australian. Leave me alone.
I know.
Australian,
I-
the thing you do when you have
I-
Tourette's, whatever.
No,
that
If you have
I
a
know
tick,
what
I
you
know what you
mean.
mean by
I
you
know
have a
what
tick,
you
but
mean,
like
yeah.
a nervous tick, as in like it's a thing he does, like a quirk,
Cool.
like a nervous quirk.
Got it. Sorry, I just wanted to clarify language.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I understand.
wanted to be sure.
Language barrier of English.
Of English.
I'm an Australian.
All right.
It's a different language.
Is there anything else I can do for you before Dim? Are you going to be with them?
Probably.
Are you any good in a fight?
Yes.
She's damn good in a fight.
He's never seen you fight. He's
Oh.
only ever done business with you.
I'm pretty good in a fight. I've still fired some stuff before.
And we've got the rapier, but
I can
never.
vouch for, trust me.
All right. Well, you help them, I get the same pay.
Oh, thank you.
Anytime. And did you ever find Dalen? I know you were looking for him.
He's dead.
Dead.
Yeah.
I just saw you go.
You could see the wave of information hit
You just hit him in the face, like hit him right in the face, went up his nostrils.
I had assumed, but it is sad to hear that it is true.
Yes.
When notes.
Do you know? You told me you didn't know about Dalen. Do you know anyone who might have worked with?
You might have worked with.
Yeah.
No, he mostly kept to himself. He was always eager to head home.
Do you remember the last thing that he was working on, or the last?
It would have
ship
been
that he
a
was
job.
assigned to?
It's
Moving boxes mostly.
Boxes. It's not.
Sorry, would I know who out of character? Would I know who Dalen is?
No, we probably didn't tell you.
I don't think.
No, it's fine. I just wanted to double check.
Thank you for your help again.
Of course, I expect to see you hour before dim.
Of course.
We'll do.
I'm serious. I need you.
We will be there.
All right.
Unless.
How many hours is it from?
You're funny.
About how many hours is it from that time?
You've got like half a day. Right now after getting out of prison and going to the docks and then back to Adali's and then the docks and then Calder's catch, you've probably spent a good part of the brightening. It's about mid-bright at this point. So noon.
Okay, so we probably got like 5-6 hours.
Yeah, you've got like 4 or 5 hours.
Are there any weapon shops? Any symbols of weapon shops? Because
You
I
don't
can't
see
read
any, but
this.
you do know that Magnus told you guys about a weapon shop in town when you asked about it.
Metagaming, is there a small rundown shack looking place around?
No.
Damn.
Do you guys need to do anything?
Well, I mean, look, the job that we're taking tonight is protecting gear, and I'll be honest, I don't trust Magnus. I think that we've discontinued.
Magnus has walked away at this point. He's like he's a good cycle, and he walks away.
To be honest, I don't trust Magnus. There is something that they took that Magnus won't tell us about. And if Magnus is asking us to protect a specific cargo load, I bet there's more of it in that. So we're gonna face resistance.
There might be something valuable that he doesn't want to tell us about, but I would not distrust him.
Either way, tonight we're gonna face resistance. You guys should gear up however you can.
I go up and knock
Hey,
on
do you think we can
Calder's
get to-
door.
What is it called?
The door's no longer locked, by the way.
I still
Booga
knock.
bar?
Alright.
Bar?
You may come in.
The other city?
Yeah.
Alright,
think
I
it's
go in.
Booga
Wooga bar.
Right.
Hey, do you know what we can do Wooga bar? In
Wooga
like
bird?
No, Wooga bird.
You are, not AR.
Oh, fuck.
Wilbur.
Ooga
It's a complicated
Mr.
word.
Burst!
Mr. Secretary!
Mr. Secretary! Mr.
Can there
Secretary!
please be a
Do you-
tiny town that we'll never find named Mr. Secretary?
Yo.
Do you-
Wooga bird,
It's a
sir!
mountain town that's just on top of a mountain.
I don't
No
know
way
if
to
you
get
know
it.
a way to get there in like an hour.
No.
It was a joke.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
I just walked into Calder's.
Yeah, so Grawl, you see Grawl disappear into the shop. The door is, for once, big enough for you. You don't have to stoop down to get through it.
Aww.
Nice!
Cute.
I'm still wearing
Does
that.
anyone else go inside, or is it just Grawl in there?
Yeah, I'm plenty.
Guess
I
it's
don't like
Grawl
roll
now.
out of my sight. Full stop. He's a 2-year-old. Don't like.
You guys are alright. So you enter, and you come in. It kind of smells a little fishy in here.
Oh gee, I wonder why.
And as you look up, there's a gigantic fish mounted on the wall, right above this counter where Calder sits. He's kind of hunched over this small desk area where he has like a ledger. There's various fishing poles and hooks on the wall to the side, as well as different kinds of baits and tackle.
Alright. I take a moment to admire the fish. And then,
You like the fish?
It's quite a catch.
It is. It's my catch, actually. I
Uh,
wrestled it out of the waves myself.
Alright, and then I walk over to his desk.
Shop is aptly named then.
Huh?
Your shop is aptly named then.
Thank you. I came up with this myself.
I put my hand down on the table and I go, listen, is Magnus alright?
Magnus, my son.
Yes.
He
We're
seemed
worried
okay.
about him.
He is quite concerned about the new shipments coming in. He has suffered lots of hardship. Far more than I had to when I was portmaster.
Oh yeah, he was portmaster.
He was,
I say hi.
Hello.
He's concerned about the shipment coming in tonight.
Yes.
He specifically told you he's specifically concerned about the specific shipment coming in specifically this dim.
Yes, that is why he hired you, to protect it, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he told me.
Did he tell you why?
Because it is matching the description of other shipments stolen, yes?
Uh,
I thought you would know this.
Oh,
You know.
Magnus likes to keep us on a need to know.
That is probably smart, seeing as what has been going on. Nothing like this ever happened when I was portmaster. And I feel bad for my son for having to deal with it, but he's doing a good job. I am proud of him.
But what changed?
People have attacked the port.
Yes, but
No one was ever brave enough to do such a thing in my day.
What do you think is happening now?
A 10-foot tall man. is
I don't know.
I would start getting that.
They're getting more confident.
I mean,
No offense to Magnus.
I would not be surprised if they were getting more confident.
Well, we did have trouble getting.
But
rid
is
of
there
those
anything I
pirates
can do
last
for you
time.
in my humble fishing shop? Do you fish?
Me? No.
Well, it is a hobby of mine. You can do it anywhere in Selbon. The rivers go everywhere.
Even in the middle of the city?
Well, there is the Seaman's March you could fish off of.
Ah. I mean, do you guys have any need to be in here? Grohl, are you a fisher?
I've got a few in my day.
Grohl, do you want a fishing pole?
What?
I made a list of people that I know
I
that
don't
are kind of
do
important that
such
had blight.
tactics.
Ah,
What?
And I realized that he was dead.
you are a man of the waves.
Yes.
You fish with your hands.
Aye.
I appreciate a man like that. Perhaps someday you could catch something bigger than mine. And he
Maybe.
nods to the giant fish on the wall. It's this is the size of two human men lengthwise. It takes up the wall.
Why are you not running the ports anymore?
I am an old man. I have retired,
You seem capable.
as I am. But it was time for a new generation to come, run the ports their way. I am tired. I like my hobbies. Fishing is my passion. I will do that until the day I die.
Alright, is he wearing a ring?
He's not.
Okay.
Oh yeah, what kind of nature was Magnus's ring? It looked like a
Seems
wedding ring?
iron.
Or just a
Yeah, well,
I'm asking like the culture of.
It was on his index finger.
So not.
Oh, so wait, is Calder not wearing a ring at all?
He's not.
Okay.
Alright. Well, I mean.
Oh, are rings a tradition in this world? Oh, come on, we grew up in this world.
Yes.
We would know it.
Yes.
Okay.
They are a tradition?
They are.
Well, I don't know,
tradition of
bro.
what?
Knowledge
Yeah.
local.
Roll
Marriage? On a
Roll
base?
knowledge. Are
Our
you
ring
aware
finger.
of
It's
culture?
It's like our marriage.
Two. Guess not. You understand?
I mean,
no
you
cultural
wouldn't.
norms.
Yeah, we
Brawl wouldn't know. You probably wouldn't know.
Oh yeah, we
Can I roll just
I would understand.
You
culture.
would. You would understand, and you
I
would
would
understand.
You
just-
read a
I
lot. You
want
would know
to
from that.
like just because it's I'm like trying to figure out like this
I
whole
know what's
blight
in
thing.
stories.
Can I roll perception to see if he's
Fair.
affected in any way by like symptoms of the blight?
Yeah, sure.
18 plus 9, so 27.
No, he seems to be in a perfect state of health.
Okay, cool. I
Very
just
mu-
figured
like-
because he's like
Far more than your average
like,
man.
fishing, so blade is waterborne.
It is waterborne, yeah.
Yeah, so I figured.
No, he does a good job to make sure he is well kept
Okay, cool.
and
Has he,
clean.
like walked away at this point, or is he still staring?
He's been sitting at the counter.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to them. Do you need to buy anything?
Carl seemed interested. He likes
Do you
fish.
need to buy anything?
No, I just came for a casual conversation.
Okay.
And good conversation it is. I always appreciate the visit, though. Despite my passion, not many share it.
It's nice seeing you again.
You as well. You've grown.
Yep.
This is as awkward as it is to meet someone when they're like, I knew you when you were in diapers. And it's like,
He did know me when I was in diapers.
but it's like, you know when you meet someone, they're like, I know you, and you're like, cool, I don't know you.
I was coddling you when you were 3 months old. Cool.
Get
I don't
on.
remember what happened when I was 3 months old.
Get out of my childhood, strange man.
Hey guys, what you just saw was the first half of our Pathfinder campaign. We had to cut it up into 2 bits because we went for 6 hours straight, like idiots. But if you want to see the next part, it should be up next week. So be sure to stay tuned and see what happens with the party. And thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.